What's happening, gang? How is everyone doing this fine, lovely Sunday frozen morning? Logan Hall's Grill Streams in the house. Morning, sir. Did you see my post yesterday? Good morning, BW. Yes, absolutely. Logan Hall is first. BW waiting so that Logan Hall can be first. What a nice man, a gentleman of the first degree. Logan, did you see my post? Pull it up. Hold on. I made just a quick Delmonico. It was and I said the caption was, "Guys, there are secrets that we keep from Logan Hall, like the fact that I cooked this steak on my indoor Ninja grill." Shh. I did indeed. Sorry, Logan. I just it's cold out. I didn't feel like going out there and doing that and playing around with that. It wasn't the greatest steak in the world. I kind of marinated it overnight, and it was the old on sale piece of meat. So it was good looking. I had it with some of the leftover mushroom stroganoff and some broccoli. It came 4.5 minutes aside. It came out just a hair over medium rare, but it was really good. Looks excellent. I will forgive the use of the Ninja just this once. Sometimes it's just convenient. I gotta clean that thing out tonight. You know what I normally use that thing for? It's actually a really cool thing for your kitchen because it does a lot. But normally I use it to, if I want like a quick hot dog or sausage sandwich or something like that, it's freaking great for just like crisping those up real quick. Or I'll do some of my breakfast meats on there and toast. While I'm cooking that, I'll put the toast on the back end of it. It gets a nice char on some of that, especially some of that grainy bread. It works really well as a kitchen tool. I must say, I can't tell a lie. But that was dinner last night. That was good. Hard to beat. I've got a bunch of that. I've made enough of that mushroom stroganoff to, I think I've got like four meals left of that, 4 dinners left of that. So you won't see a lot of dinner unless I add like a protein to it. It's just so good. It's just so good. I can't help it. Had a bunch of breakfasts here lately. We've had, I think I showed you. Yeah, we did that. I did the chicken tenders and waffle with a spicy, almost like a Nashville hot syrup I made. And again, I just start pouring crap into stuff, and I don't measure or really write anything down, so I'm not even sure exactly what I did to this, but it was excellent. It was like a spicy maple syrup with a couple of eggs. The chicken tenders were air fried, so you grab your chicken tenders and you make like your dredge and stuff. Make sure you put some baking powder in there, and if you're going to use the air fryer, or was it baking soda? I can't remember now. It might have been baking soda. I can't remember. That's terrible. This is why I should record this stuff, so I remember what I did. But anyway, um, yeah, air fry up your tenders and put them over the waffle. Ooh, so good. So good. Delicious, I must say. We got 12 people watching. Jeez. 12 already. What's going on here? I don't know. What do you guys think? What's happening in the world? Welcome to the Luchaverse is the subject of the show. Looks like we got like 9 upvotes. We need a couple more of those, I think. Those would be nice. A couple extra upvotes never killed anybody. And we've got good morning, Johnny O. Good morning, Watches on Wood, or afternoon, where you're at. Baking soda. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was baking soda. I'm pretty sure it was baking soda. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, it just kind of made, I soaked them in some buttermilk, and then I kind of dredged them through. I want to say I went flour, more buttermilk, and then the baking soda and breadcrumbs. Kind of plain breadcrumbs with just a little bit of salt in them. D Wood says we are starved for content. Oh no. Yeah, I've noticed it's not been a lot of content lately, but hey, I'm here. I apologize for not being able to do the Thursday show. I had that kind of impromptu thing going on with the work, the possible employment. Looking to see if they're going to early create a position since they found out that I was available. I thought that was nice. That actually felt good to have somebody think of you like that. Oh no. Oh no, we had to go back to Tim for some content. BW says, check your email for a little bit of content. I like it. Let's refresh that. Oh. All right, so BWAS is not, he's in no mood to join the stream, but thought he might like seeing this. Let me do this. Let me save these and push them over. Right here, I can do that. That way, no one can see what we're doing. Dude, this. So BWAS was waiting for BW was waiting for a watch to come in, and apparently he got it. It is freaking gorgeous. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Can you handle it? Boom. A Blancpain 50 Fathoms. Ceramic bezel. What size is this one, BW? Is this one of those retro comeback ones? Chris Clues is in the house. Good to see you. Congrats, BW. 40 millimeter mil spec. Yeah, that's just. Oh, is that good looking? I love that watch. There's they made like 3 of those. There was the NORAD, the excuse me, the mil spec, and the Barracuda. Deer Artifact loves the Barracuda, and I love the Barracuda. I like them all. There wasn't one of these that I didn't like. And normally I'm telling you I want bigger watches, bigger watches, bigger watches. This one I love in the 40. I just think it's so nice looking. It's so cool, so different. Again, something you show up with at some kind of watch event or get together, and it's different and something to talk about. And that a lot of times it really does make a difference. It's such a beautiful watch. Is this was it Nashville? I'm trying to remember what you were saying last week about where that was coming from. I can't. It's hard to remember. Hard to remember, but what a beautiful piece. European. That's what it was. European. Yeah, European watch. Yeah, just wow. I love the hands. I love the dial. The second hand is beautiful. That bezel on these, there's just something about that bezel on these that just it's just classic. It's just such a classic piece. I mean, it's just beautiful. So I'm gonna keep putting the link in for anybody who wants to join because the link pinned at the top. A couple people asked me to set up who's a majigger a PayPal instead of the normal super chat. And again, any of that money is just going to pay my Cobra medical bill. Just so you know, for transparency, it's for transparency. But if anybody wants to join the stream, they are welcome. But yeah, so the Cobra is like, it's like double what it was last time I needed to get it. It's like almost $1,100 a month, which is ridiculous. But I got it with the type 1 diabetes, with the heart stuff. I got to make sure that I have some coverage and I can get my medications, all that stuff. So if anybody wants to help me out, I do appreciate it. It is not required. We will still do a show. Chris Clue says Blancpain are exceptional watches, a little pricey, but definitely a keeper. Well, it's beautiful. I love these watches. Um, they just really, there's just something about them that's just tasty, beautiful, kind of retro. Mm, is good. It's just a good watch. Congrats, congrats, congrats. I did want to see one thing on here. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it doesn't put the sold what the sold for. Okay, good. I wanted to pull up the listing. I want to make sure it didn't say what it was sold for though. So I wanted to pull it up just so we can see some better pictures of it. BW. I hope you don't mind. But yeah, so these things were limited to 500 pieces. Stainless steel rubberback sailcloth strap with the tang buckle, the 1151 movement, 96-hour power reserve. Wow. Moisture indicator at 6 o'clock, matte black dial with applied luminescent markers, center sweep second, 60-minute unidirectional sapphire bezel, sapphire crystals, screw down crown, 300 meters of water resistance, and in a really nice package. So it's a 40 millimeter watch, and again, I know I'm usually saying we want bigger, but these are really nice in this 40 millimeter, and 13.3 thick, so it's not super thick. 13.3 is actually yeah, BW says has a great sailcloth strap, very supple and comfortable. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. So here's the thing with the 13.3 is this watch is right around that same. So I mean, this is an Aquaterra, 150 meter water resistance, and that's right around 13.1, 13.2. I think in the 41 millimeter, if I remember correctly. So that is not a big, chunky dive watch. So it's not going to wear like a hockey puck, if you will. But the watch itself, let's see if we can't make some of these pictures bigger so we can go through here. Look at the sapphire bezel is just, it's so good on this watch. Now, If there's one thing that people sometimes complain about, it's the Blancpain on the side. It doesn't bother me that much, especially because it's on the upside. So what I mean by that is when you're looking at the watch, it's not on the crown side, it's on this back side. So you see it. Not everybody else is looking at that. But that's one of the nitpicks I hear every once in a while about a Blancpain. But the signed crown, cool crown guards. It's got the holes in the lugs, the drilled lugs, so it's easy to change your straps. Beautiful sailcloth strap on there. It is a gorgeous watch. The back is very nice looking. Blancpain does it right. You got the box, you got the papers, got the wallet, all the stuff. Diver's logbook. Jeez. It's got that big domed box sapphire crystal on top. It's a gorgeous watch. Congrats. That's the kind of, I like to see that kind of stuff. That makes me happy. That is good stuff. Wow. Dang. Congrats, like Johnny O says. Congrats. Yeah, I don't blame you, BW. It's a beautiful watch. Like I said, they made three of them. There was the No Rad. That was probably my least favorite of the three. Dear Artifact and I kind of lean towards the Barracuda version of this a little bit. I don't know why. But this was kind of, if that was one, this was 1A. When we looked at them, it's just a beautiful piece. It's a great mixture of brush and polish. I love the lugs on this thing. I just there's not much I don't like about this watch. I can honestly tell you, I just think it's a really smart iteration of what they do. And congrats. Cool. That's a badass piece. You will be rocking the next time you meet. And again, it really fits BW's collection because BW collects kind of interesting, different watches. So it's one of the things that I like about that. But it's just it's different. It's eclectic. It fits. I can see where this fits in your collection, which is also very cool. But man, that's a good looking piece. Very happy for you. Watch someone says Swatch Group shitter. Oh, sorry. Brian has a voodoo doll of me and made me say that. Brian, what are we gonna do with him? Love the 50 Fathoms. Yeah, and this one, and again, I normally skew towards the larger watches, but in this case, this 40, and I think the lug is decent on it. It's got, I think it's over 50, but so it wears probably closer to a 41 in some ways, but what a beautiful piece. What a beautiful piece. Woo! That's kind of an exciting way to start off a stream. Bruce G says, wow, banger Blancpain, congrats. I agree. That is just stunning. 2018, yeah, but that was the year they released all those. So, damn. BW, that's a freaking great pickup. While we're here, we might as well just go see what they got. What's in the new arrivals? The old Reverso, another Blancpain. I think we saw this one the other day when George was on. This is the 45 millimeter. Again, very nice looking watch, but big. It's a big watch. 45 is a little bit big, and it's 15.5 thick. BW's watch is far superior to this watch. It's just, I mean, I love the dial on this one, but 45 and 15.5 is a big watch. And I like a big watch, you know. I mean, I could wear it, but so many people can't, you know. I get it. A lot of people can't. A lot of people, you know, well, we're talking about bigger watches. It's a simple design, works, and has not changed much over the years. Don't fix something that isn't broken. That's very good advice. Why would you have to fix it? It's not broken. So that watch, that Blancpain right there, is actually going to wear a little bit bigger because of the 45 than the Planet Ocean. So the Planet Ocean is a millimeter and a half thinner across the bezel, but it's a little bit thicker. It's about like this, like 16.2 versus a 15.5, and you have to have the wrist for it, and you have to want to wear something this big and thick. Like I like it, but we know I got big ogre arms. You know, when I walk into a room, people just go, "Holy shit! Look at the wrists on that guy." But you have to want to do it on. You have to want to have that. Watch on Wood says, I always try to work out whether I'd go for the 50 fathoms or the bathyscaphe in blue. Did you consider the black bathyscaphe, or was it always the 50 fathoms for you, BW? I do not like the bathyscaphe as much. He sold a blue ceramic bathyscaphe for this one. Yeah, I like the dial. The dial. There's something about the 50 fathoms that I like a lot better. Bruce G, we were actually Friday. I did a quick you know, just kind of a quickie show, and we actually talked about that. We're going to talk about that a little bit more today because I really like that watch. Dear Artifact let me know that he came on and let me know that they had come back out with that because he used to have the original one, and that was one of the watches when we did a show once for like watch regrets, anything you regret selling, and he was regretted moving on from that one. Now BW says that they have, I think they have a titanium on there. So let's go see what that is. Since we're in the Blancpain mode, oh, take a quick. Oh, there's an Air Command. I always like that watch too. I like Blancpain watches in general. I think they do some really interesting looking things. That Air Command's a cool watch, and it has the rotor, the propeller rotor, which is cool. Just kind of neat. While we're just talking the Blancpain 18.9. Damn! That was 42 and a half, so it's not quite as size out. They hit the Blancpain lottery. There's another one. Now let's just go up into brands and see if it's in there, BW. It's got 24 Blancpain in stock. Geez, if you're looking for a Blancpain, I believe you're going to want to go look at European Watch Company. Here's another one I always kind of liked for what it was, the Aqualung. And I don't know if that's just because I'm such a big Jethro Tull fan, or if I just want to watch this as Aqualung on it, or if it's how much I like to watch. The big date at 6 o'clock, the 1239. I mean, it's just kind of a cool watch. That one's only 40 millimeters and 12 millimeters thick, so that's not a biggie either. Hey, they've got a 50 fathoms bathyscaphe ceramic. Another Aqualung. The 50 fathoms dial. I'll tell you what it is. All right. So when you look at the 50 fathoms, here, just pull one of these up. My issue with it is the indices are so small. There's so much extra dial real estate on there that some bigger indices would cure. A little bit wider circles, a little bit longer dashes that would make that watch, to me, look so much better. And I'm not quite sure that with all that dial real estate, I'm not sure that the 430 date works as well on that dial, if that makes sense. And I like the hands better on the 50 fathoms. But that's just me. BW's bathyscaphe feels more dressy, but it also a bit stark compared to. Yeah, it's very plain. I agree. Watch someone. The 50 fathoms and 40 millimeters is much better. Yeah, for most people. For most people. Oh, okay. He sent me a picture of the bathyscaphe too. Oh, let me go pull that up. Yeah, it's a pretty watch. There was his bathyscaphe. It's got a cool dial. It's just not quite sporty enough with those small indices. Does that make sense? I'm not sure. But aesthetically, I don't like it nearly as much. A lot of it's the bezel too. I mean, the bezel on the 50 fathoms is so much better. Jeez, it's chunky. So yeah, 13.4 by 43 on that bathyscaphe. Yeah, it looks like this thing there. I think, all things being equal, you did really well. I just think that the excuse me, everything about the traditional 50 fathoms is a better, just aesthetically better. It's just such a good looking piece. There's a 70th anniversary. I don't like that one. It's a little plainer. That was 42.3 and 14 millimeters thick. I'm not as crazy about that. I like that mil spec. I like the Barracuda. Those would be my faves. Oh, there's a titanium Grand Date. I'm not sure about the Grand Date on a dive watch, but it's nice. It's not a bad looking watch. There's an old vintage Aqualung No Rad. Man, they've got you covered. If you're looking for a Blancpain, this is definitely the place to go. But yeah, here's a white gold 50 fathoms. This is probably it. It's 45. It's 45 is a big watch. I like the hands better on the Blancpain. I just kind of like everything better about it. Oh, I'm on the sharing right tab. Sorry, guys. So like the chronograph that they have here in a bathyscaphe, I think looks a little bit better because at least it fills up some of that dial real estate. The 430 date makes a little more sense with the chronograph, but you're missing the bezel and I don't know. You're missing the charm of the of BW's watch. Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Do they do the 50 fathoms on a bracelet or is it strap only? We'll go over to the Blancpain website and find out. Yeah, where's producer Brian when you need him? Exactly. I know. Wrong tab, Mark. Yep. See what I do. See what happens when I don't have Brian around. Damn. I'm gonna drop the link. I need a producer. Dropping the link. Produce me. Let me do this. Let me look up Blancpain's website. So just kind of scrolling through here, it looks like you can get an air command on a bracelet. Let's go over to the regular 50 fathoms here. The 50 fathoms collection. Some of the highlights. Bathyscaphe bracelet. You normally don't see a lot of bracelets on Blancpain for whatever reason. Wow. You got a phase de lune Bathyscaphe on a bracelet. That looks like an expensive watch. These are all bigger ones too, pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, here's a regular 50 fathoms on a bracelet. That's going to be a 45. I wonder what the lug width is on that. So that's a 42.3. So that one's actually not super, super big. Do they give you any more details? Beautiful dials. Case specifications. There you go. Whoa, 21.5 between the horns? Man, that's just brutal if you want to get another strap. Jeez. 21.5. Jeez, that seems brutal. Dear Artifact says, having Blancpain on the screen is my bat signal. Lucha, did you see BW's new watch, or did you just tune in? Let me go pull a picture back up of this thing. Hold on. Excuse me. It is gorgeous. Boom. Good morning, Arco. Good morning, Dear Artifact. Yeah, Dear Artifact, BW just picked this up. This is the watch he was saying he was waiting on coming in. The mil spec, 40 millimeter. Freaking dynamite watch. Like I said, the 40 on that I think is going to wear a little bit bigger because it's got those long lugs, but geez, it's just good looking. Really good looking watch. I'm very, very happy for it. Dear Artifact says, yes, congrats. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Sorry, I got to answer something here real quick. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sorry about that. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, guys. Every once in a while, I gotta answer a quick email. The unemployment website is just what a ridiculous thing. I gotta call them tomorrow morning. They make you go through all this stuff for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then you have to call. Basically, you have to call them and get somebody to get it all set up. Fortunately, they didn't contest it, so I'll get that coming in. Hopefully, in the next week or two, I'll know about the kind of pseudo interview I went on Friday. and Thursday, those conversations I had, little coffee conversations with an old employer, and see what's going on there. That would be very, very cool. Watch on Wood says he is very jealous of BW. It's beautiful. Orko says congrats. It's better than I expected. See, that would be hard for me because I'd have pretty high expectations on that watch. I think that watch is beautiful. You know, I just always have, always will think it is. Let's see. I'm going to show one of the other ones here because this is the one that Dear Artifact and I always kind of opine over when we see it. Let's see. There's one on strap. No, that's not what I needed. No. Back to the Blancpain website. So this is one of the other ones that they have. Boom, the Barracuda. So basically, it's just a little bit different dial, a little different color in the bezel. But like I said, if this was number one, the mil spec was 1A. The no rad's okay, but it's just I think I'd get tired of the no rad signal. Like Dear Artifact says, coolest bezels in the game. I love how they're domed. Yeah, I mean, they just do such a nice job with those watches. Dear Artifact says the Barracuda is the god of dive watches. Yeah, it's a pretty cool piece, and let's see if let's check out the gallery on that one. I mean, again, the backs on these things, they made 500 of this one as well. It's like on BW's. It's just a little bit different colorway. It looks a little vintage. Yeah, it's got that kind of patina bloom in there, and it gives a little bit of a vintage vibe. But either way, I don't think you can go wrong either way. They're both beautiful watches. Like I said, if this was number one, the one that BW the mil spec is definitely 1A. There is not a lot. The Artifact says, "You're killing me, Mark." What a beautiful watch. Absolutely. Yeah. He says the European had a Barracuda a few weeks ago. I think I might have seen it listed for 26K. It wasn't there very long. A Patek Philippe 3939. That's not a Blancpain tan. I don't even know what a 3939 is. Right now, I'm enjoying the Barracuda and the mil spec. Yeah, they're such nice watches. So when I look at this watch compared to the Bathyscaphe that you moved on from, it's the bezel first and foremost. The bezel on this 50 Fathoms is just so nice. The handset is perfect. I like the date placement. I just like so much more about this watch than the other one. And then you have, we'll look at yours. It's just so good. It's just so good. It's a great crown. The crown guards are there, but they're not intrusive. The bezel's cool as hell. The hands are so much better on this one than the Bathyscaphe. It's just good. I'm very happy for you. Very, very happy for you. Yeah, the custard and red indices get me too. I think we've talked about this watch in the past, Dear Artifact. And it's just one that always, for whatever reason, tickles our fancy. It has that. It has what we like. So what do we like? We like vintage inspired but modern guts, you know? Um, Orko says he thinks this one doesn't look, he thinks it looks more modern, spec wise. Yeah, the Blancpains are great. And you can get a big one. John D says you can feel the mid century design from America. Yeah, see, I think so too. There's just something right. Exactly, dear artifact. That's it looks of vintage with none of the concern. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Ah, our lone wrench. America 5726. The lone moderator. America. I had to go to 2 stores to find eggs yesterday. I couldn't believe it. They were sold out of eggs at so I took so I got mom. There's nothing like taking your mother to Walmart. She loves to shop at the Walmart. So we take mom to Walmart. So I'm like, well, I'll pick up a couple things while I'm here too. So walking through the store, you know, at a 79-year-old pace. Um and stuff. And I love my mom. Yeah, but she's got the back issues. She just had the heart issues. She keeps trying to pick stuff. I'm like, Mom, please let me grab that. Let me pick that up. But she goes, oh, I need eggs. I said, you know what? I need eggs too because I'm making even more breakfast here lately for you guys. And no eggs at Walmart. Had to go over to the market district, and they didn't have a lot. It was crazy. Happy Sunday, sir. New York's only football team. It's true. The Bills are New York's only football team. Um, does Buffalo have a Ponderosa? I would imagine. I will send eggs. My eggs are the best. Chicken Castle is unrivaled in taste, quality, and prestige. There you have it. Yeah, it's great. I couldn't believe it. It's um, yeah, bird flu or whatever outbreak. But America's chickens are unfazed by this epidemic. They are free range rooftop chickens, I believe. But yeah, it's crazy how much the thing is when you see the empty, so like it's a big Walmart. It's one of those super Walmarts with the grocery store on one side and all the other stuff on the other side. And the cooler where the eggs normally is, it's like 4 big sections. It was so bad you couldn't even get like even the top row where they keep like all the egg beaters and that kind of stuff. When people were like, "Oh, I guess screw it, I'll take egg beaters instead." It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Dan says, I've been enjoying the Air Command lineup at Blancpain over the traditional divers. I like the Air Command lineup. If we go back over, I think those are, let's head back to, geez, oh, Pete, come on. Air Command. But I will tell you, when I look at this Air Command, I think I brought this up a bit ago, a couple weeks ago. 42.5 millimeter titanium case, $20,500. I do want to share something because I think it's kind of interesting when I look at this watch. at $44.50. All right, so here's the Longines. This is the Spirit Flyback chronometer at $4,450 or whatever it is. And then you go to this watch. Man, very similar look. I think very similar size too. Let's see. They put anything on here? This is a case. Stainless 42 millimeter case, and it might be 42.5. 17 millimeters thick, which is, I would imagine, similar. So you look at this one at 42.17 on the Longines, and you don't even get the 5 stars on the Air Command. Let's see. Let's get to the 42.5. It was only 13.7. That was only 13.7. That's crazy. It is titanium, man. But when I look at the two, I'm like, yeah. In some ways, I like the Longines better than the traditional Air Command. I like the bezel better. Love the applied Arabics. A little bit of a gold tone tint to it that kind of makes it around. It's a chunky monkey, but geez, oh Pete, for 16 grand, I might have to go the other way. PhD educated chickens, yes. Chickens are experts. They are correct. The Air Command is the size I like, but the Longines is even bigger. So I don't know. Esoteric says Blancpain. Yeah, you want to do what BW did and find one a couple years old. That's the way to go on a lot of these things. A lot of these things at retail are just crazy. Even this Longines at retail at $44.50. I imagine you can find this watch in the threes, a year old. It just came out last year, so you can't find anything super old. I'm a big Zulu time guy. We know that. So to see that, I think Exquisite might even, are they, let's see their brands. Yeah, they're a Blancpain dealer too. They have the Blancpain. Bam. Expensive and new retail. But very nice watches, very cool watches, very historic watches. All the things that we love in watches are there. But like I said, finding it on the gray or secondary, something like that, and you can't get. I think the smallest you can get is like a 42 or a 43 now. 42. So you can't get the 40. And like I said, I'm actually a fan of those in the 40. I think it works so much better for so many more people. It's not going to be the super huge chunky monkey that the 45s are. The Artifact Spirit Flyback is almost identical to the Air Command. So it really is. Every time I see one, I think, man, that's a big deal. Longines has some extraordinary history, but the Blancpain is more of a Rolls Royce in comparison. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying if it's the look. So if I'm thinking about a Blancpain, I'm really thinking about a 50 Fathoms. Almost always. And the Air Command, is what it is. But if I wanted that aesthetic, I would have to think long and hard before buying that over the Longines. Now, if I wanted uh, a Barracuda or a mil spec or just a regular 50 Fathoms, I'm going Blanc. Look, I want a Blancpain. I'm still playing a long game with the dealer that has the Barracuda. I'll win in the end. It's not going to move. Not at that price. I remember it was expensive. It's been a long time since we talked about that specific one, Dear Artifact, but I remember it was not cheap. John D says he likes the Villeret line. Well, we'll go look those up as soon as I let the cat in because the cat's not going to stop crying. Shadow Girl is a bad cat. She's going to cry and cry and cry. I'm going to open the door and she's not going to welcome me. Oh, come on. Come on. I know. Here you go. Up on the bed. Oh, Shadow. What a cat. Whiny. He is. What was I going to look at? Oh, we're going to go check out the Villeret line. Hold on. See what John D likes here. Boom. So yes, these are much more classic dress watches. When I look at things like classic dress watches, I think more of the Pateks and the JLCs and stuff like that, the Langas. I really don't think I know Blancpain has a long history of making these watches. It's just not the thing that really comes to my mind. I mean, very beautiful pieces. But let's. Which one do you like there, John D? Let's see. Yeah, I agree. The Air Command is nice, but I'm buying a diver from Blancpain. If I want a pilot's watch, I'm going to Longines or IWC or Breitling. Yeah, same thing. Thank goodness it was his cat. I thought he had someone trapped in the basement. Well, I've got insulation there, so you can't hear that guy. The cat, however. Shadow, what do you want? Come on. What? Why are you still crying? I let you in, and yet still you cry. Come on. Oh, jeez. Top right in blue. Let me go pull that sucker up. Has anyone worked with Exquisite before? Any contact? I worked with Joe, I believe his name was. I bought an Omega there. Imagine that. I bought an Omega in the past. But they were fine to deal with. I will tell you this: I didn't think like anytime I've asked them to evaluate something for a trade, I didn't think that they were the best. Depends. Really, a lot of it depends on what kind of watch you're looking for too. I think. But let me pull up this Blancpain for that John D likes. Hold on. It's a cool watch. All right. It's a cool watch. I will tell you, you know what I'm not crazy about, right? John D. The date hand, the kind of curvy date hand. I love the hands. I love the second hand. I love the counterweight. I prefer my moon phase without a face. This would be a straight purchase of a brand that isn't sold near me. Thank you. Yeah, I dealt with Joe. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. It's been a few years, but I thought it was Joe. But they're pretty easy to work. They were pretty easy to work with. Really, and like I said, I would imagine, depending on what you're looking at, there's you. So Orko likes the date hand. Yeah, I would imagine that you could get a pretty good deal on one of these things. Hold on. You're so whiny. Shh. It's okay. Say hi. Why are you going to interrupt everything? Huh? Why? All right. She's such a crybaby lately. Bent carrot, swatch your shitter. Quote to Donald, "You're fired. This is a stunner." Yeah, I'm not crazy about that hand. It's my only. I don't know. It almost looks broken to me. For me, all fur coat and no knickers. Nice. Talking of cats are cool, says Esoteric. She is very talkative. I was telling you guys last week that when I lost Rebel and TC, last spring, she was kind of friends with them, and like all my animals really get along, but she really kind of hung out with those two a lot, and has been so needy since then. Um, Such an attention seeker. She was she used to be a proximity cat where she just kind of need to be around in the area and go do her own thing. Because the house is big enough that especially the cats just roam everywhere. Sherman just kind of hangs out on the first floor because he's blind and his legs are 2 inches long. I can get him up to do 1 or 2 steps with some prodding, but to do a regular set of steps, he just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand the concept, and because his legs are so short, his belly and chest rub on the steps, and it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare with a blind dog. But he's cute as shit. So he's got that going for him. And he's kind of fat now. The wider than usual lugs would wear great on you and feel larger than the 40 millimeter specs suggest. Yeah, I like the lugs. My only issue with the watch really is that curvy hand, and maybe the face. I find the moon phase with the face. I'm just not the biggest fan of the face. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the face, but the case specifications, it's thin, 10.9, 3 bar, 40 millimeter case, 22 millimeter between the horns, red gold. But at the right deal, it's a beautiful watch. It really is hard to complain. Look at us talking about Blancpain. Let's see what else we got here. Not a big fan of those. That's really it. Yeah. All things being equal, I'm much more. I mean, anybody like these Maître d'Art? Those are interesting. Sure, there's a lot of work that goes into making one of those. Not really for me, but they are beautiful. I feel all fancy talking about Blancpain today. See what you did? See what you did to us, BW? You made us fancy. I like your dive watch. These other ones are fancy. Moon with a face is very It is. It's just I actually just prefer the moon and the stars. We were talking about the Raymond Wild of Millis May, and their moon phase has a real creepy moon face on it. Moon face on their moon. And I'm just like, John D says we all need to have some fancy watches in our collections. Yes. I'm going to drop the link again in case someone wants to pop on the panel. Must have some links. Dropping the link because I can't remember. There was a couple of people asked me to do a PayPal thing instead of the super chats for the 30%. So that is actually pinned at the top today. It won't be normally there, but because it was requested, I put it up there. And again, this is not a pay-to-play service. So there is no need to make donations. But anything that comes in is appreciated. So, yeah, those are some pretty fancy watches. But I never had a problem with Exquisite, and I know that they share watches with a lot of content creators. Like Bruce Williams and Random Rob and a whole bunch of other people that are on the tour for their watches. They get a lot. And they have literally over 60 brands. I saw... Speaking of brands that you don't see very often, maybe a little bit fancy, let's go over here and see Brian. Brian, what's going on?
Oh my God, I came on here to get you off of them Blancpain shitters, and now you're on a higher dollar shitters.
Angelus, this came up. One of these watches came up in my feed. I've always been a fan of this one. I always thought that was just a beautiful watch. Not 17 grand worth of watch, but a beautiful watch, just the same. But I wanted to see
Mark, a cockroach came up in my toilet. Doesn't mean I stopped and looked at it. I flushed it back down.
Well, sometimes you should have had a conversation with him.
Yeah, right.
What was it that came up? I think maybe it was this.
You can get some really big discounts on these.
I would imagine. It was this one. This one came up in my Instagram feed, and I was a little smitten with it. I thought it was cool looking.
Yeah, and then you looked at the price and said, "Huh?
Yeah, I'm never buying that." But
you said, "What?"
Orco says, "Don't anthropomorphize Lucha's celestial bodies." Brian came on to announce that he's been named to the roster of Blancpain celebrity influencers. Congratulations, Brian.
No, it's even worse than that.
It's even worse?
Yes. I've been named to the board of directors of the Swatch Group, and I'm also running for Canadian Prime Minister.
Nice. Yeah. But let me ask you this. If you were looking at a watch like the Air Command, like the Blancpain Air Command,
yeah,
I would think that you would have to consider something like this as well.
I would consider something like this instead, because Blancpain's going to screw you in the butt when it comes time for repairs.
You do hate the Blancpain repairs.
That was the beginning of my hate of the Swatch Group. I was a huge Blancpain fan.
Yes, I remember.
At one point, I owned 3 in my collection.
You had 3 Blancpains?
I was the only Caucasian person in North America to own 3 at a time. Yes.
Wow. Damn.
Yep. I had a Le Mans Big Date 38 millimeter. I had the Le Mans Dual Time, and I had an Air Command Concept 2000.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah. And they all took shits on me.
I believe esoteric that this does look like it has rubbery bits on it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody at Angelus said, "You see what them guys at Richard Mille are doing? Go over there, get some of their rubbery bits.
Get some of those bits."
Yeah.
John D says he knew that you were a Swatch Group influencer all along. But I always liked this watch. I've seen it before, and it came up in my feed the other day, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's that watch." I'd never pay that much money for it, but it's cool looking. And like I said, when we were talking about the Air Command, Kind of brought that back into text. I can tell you unequivocally that Brian, as Prime Minister of Canada, would be a gigantic improvement to what we currently have. Well, he's on his way out, isn't he? Trudeau.
Yeah, he left. I'm working on my pecs and building up my chest so that I can go shirtless as a Canadian Prime Minister.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Yeah. He's out.
But I'm simply coming up there to determine whether or not when we annex Canada, if Canada itself should be one state or should it be 4 or 5 states and some territories. We've all decided that Quebec is going to stay its own thing, and we're not touching it. So.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Interesting. Very interesting. They have these at one of my local ADs, Alexander Shorokov.
Now, here's interesting watches for the correct shitter prices for what they are.
Yeah, there's some that are more expensive, but a lot of them are just kind of mid-range prices, kind of cool.
Yeah, dial design, layout, fun hands, Solita movements. Good, move on. No, I like him.
Yeah, I do too. I think he does interesting stuff.
Never owned one, but
no, me either. But even just like a fun, kind of a Day of the Dead watch, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's just an interesting take on watchmaking, and you don't have to spend an arm and a leg to experience them.
No, but you do have to buy them on a leather strap. I'm sorry.
Okay, I hate that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Chrono Swiss, Chopac, Doxa. I love some Doxas. My favorite Doxa, Brian, is the most basic Doxa they make. Is Shark Hunter on that Beads of Rice. $1,000.
Yep.
And it's just a cool watch. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what it is that makes me like that watch. But 521 Taipei says, Mark, I was in Vegas this week and saw 38.5 Canopus Gold 321 Speedy, 92K. And the Vacheron 222 Gold at 82K. I put my name down for the Steel 222. Then I found out it's 32K. Fuck me dead. Yeah, it's oof. That's those 222s. That's a lot of money for a stainless steel watch. And honestly, I can't state this enough. I prefer the overseas. I like the blue on the overseas better. I like the case on the overseas better. I like the bracelet on the overseas better. I just like the overseas.
Well, let's face it. The 222 is normal sized, and your arms are.
Yeah, so what is that? That one's like a 37, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're cool. But yeah, 521 Taipei. We'll have to grab some lunch here pretty soon. Western Pennsylvania guy.
Was I'm interested. Was the 222 available for sale in Vegas? The gold one?
He says he put his name down, so he must have been that. Yeah.
For the steel.
For the steel. I don't
He saw the Canopus and the 222 gold.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if the 222 gold was there and available for sale. Not that I'm buying it.
Yeah. Did he say color? Sub 200T. Didn't say the color. That's a good looking watch. They have Doxa at the new Watch the Switzerland. The sub 200T. These are cool watches too. You have to like the case. You know what I mean? But cool watch. That's a cushion case diver. I like them. I like them a lot. Yeah, the Watches of Switzerland in Pittsburgh has these as well, and I think Teddy carries them as well.
Yeah, that case shape just screams Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. But it's a cool watch. It is. There's let's see, Brian. Hold on. Oh, she's hold on. Brian, I'll give you the insider suggestion. Make Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, PEI, and New Brunswick one state. Consolidate Quebec into Ontario as one state. Do we have? I mean, if we take over Canada, do we have to take Quebec?
I'd like to know what did Ontario do to Deer Artifact that he would subject them to Quebec.
Yeah.
I was thinking we'd trade Vermont and make it part of Quebec and its own country.
Okay. 521 Taipei says the Omega was for sale. The 222 was already sold, but they showed it to me and said I could get one. Interesting.
Was it what? Now, was it the crazy Russian lady that works there?
Don't know. Saskatchewan and Manitoba one state. Are there enough people in these provinces to make multiple states? How many people are in Canada?
Canada's population is roughly the same as the state of California. So 35, 40 million.
Okay. Well, can't we just take like Montana, Wyoming, North and South Dakota, and make that all the Canadian state?
Make it all we'll just call it all the middle state.
Yes. I like it. They make upper provinces and territories a gigantic military area to protect the northern coastline.
Yes. We have to be careful of those flying reindeer.
Yes.
Those
freaking things are everywhere.
We do need Nova Scotia in this whole deal because I love smoked salmon.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah. That's the only reason I agreed to take the job up there.
Oh, was that it? That did it? That's all it took?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't for the beach weather.
No, I can imagine. Yeah, I like these watches. I like the Doxus. Don't know why, Brian, but I do.
You know what brand? If I was in that price range, the brand that I really like that's done some fun stuff is Zellos.
I love Zellos. Let's go look at some Zellos.
Yeah,
I think they do really cool watches at a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're out of Singapore, I believe, right?
Yeah. And I also like Formex.
I love Formex.
But they're a little price. They're up from there.
Yeah, they're a little up from the Zellos price. Where is there it is. So this is the kind of one of their later releases. I wish I would have seen this when it came out.
Mark, feel free to share with the class.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. The Thresher with the adventuring dial.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Such a good looking watch. Is it back in stock or is it sold out? That's sold out. Yeah. But for what is this thing? Like $700, I think normally. $749, yeah.
Yeah.
Their plus size doesn't work. So their website is as good as everybody else's, but just really, really cool looking watches. And even the backs on these things are kind of cool where they put the little world, map on there because it's the GMT. Yeah, at least they dress it up a little bit. I'm pretty sure that Miyota's. Yeah, Miyota. Yeah. That's that new true GMT. that they came out with last year, but not super huge. 41 by 47, 20 millimeter lugs. But it's just, I mean, even like, let's see, they make is it the Pilot watch was the other one that I liked? I can't remember. No, I don't think it was this one. Might have been their Field watch. Yeah, their Field watch is kind of cool too. Simple watch, you know? Just a simple watch, but good looking and interesting dials.
Look, there's your Aquaterra dial for the right price.
Oh, come on. Brian.
What?
Here it is, right here. This is the one.
Did I say
$529 for the Midnight Blue. It's just a cool watch for $529. It seems like an awful lot of watch for that money. You know? Call me kooky. Let's see. John D says Doc says kind of cool. Orco says, can we really trust congressional delegates from Canada? We should make it a territory, not a state. Ah, very good. Yes. Very true. Esoteric says, I have a sub 600 T. It reminds me of the tonneau case my dad and granddad wore in the 80s. Yeah, I can see that. D Wood says, Formex sounds like a condom brand. Interesting. They make cool watches. 529 tape. Hey, says Omega also had both Meteorites Moonface watches in stock for sale. Rolex played the whole "we have no watches for sale" and this whole store's exhibition only BS line. Yes. Well,
that's why I say screw the ADs.
Well, Rolex is the ADs are gonna play this out as long as they can. Yeah. So even if the watches are there, they're gonna play it out to get as much other stuff sold, and they're gonna keep that game going as long as we let them. And as Rolex fan, as much hype and fanboys of Rolex that there are, it'll go on for a while. But it's a shame. But this Ellis is cool. Did you ever have you ever owned one, Brian?
No. Or just... wait. Yes.
Yes.
They had the full Meteorite dial one that they did as a limited edition a couple of years back. I bought it.
Okay.
And
was it one of the divers or?
Yeah, whatever, you know.
Because they make a couple different divers.
Yeah. But I bought it and I flipped it on eBay and made like $100.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm such a dirty profiteer.
You rat bastard. Was it like one of these?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Might have been the let me see if I can find out. I don't know, so many watches, so many women, same thing.
Yeah, you know. It's cool to watch. They do really interesting stuff. They sell out pretty quickly. Of the really interesting things. And they but they're always coming out with new releases. You have to kind of either get on their mailing list or keep checking the website for things. But yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. I also like now Formex. You can go direct through Formex, or I Market Long Island Watch carries them, and I believe Teddy carries them as well in the States. The one that I always loved was the Essence. I just thought these were just classic looking cool watches with a cool weird shock absorber case thing that I don't know is necessary, but it's cool just the same.
They've got an adjustable clasp, and there's a whole bunch of stuff in there that
Yeah, and they were doing the class adjustment before it was,
Yeah.
a thing. But they come up with special editions and different colorways. You're always coming up with something different. But it's just a very classic looking, beautiful watch. And then I know they just came out with the Stratos GMT, which I don't hate it, but I'm not crazy about it at the same time. It's really kind of pushing their price parameters because what they say, yeah, like $4,000, 39.90. That's a lot for a Formex. It's a cool
Yeah.
watch. That's a lot.
They really need to stay down in that 2 to 3 max.
And the reefs are cool because you can change. They have interchangeable bezels and stuff for them for a lot of these reef models. I don't know about the GMT ones, but I know the regular divers, and these are more in that $2,000 and under range for the most part, where they really should stick. But yeah, cool company, cool watches. They do chronometer grade Solitas in almost everything. And then even in the Essence line, you have different sizes. Then you have these Ligera models, which are like, I believe these are carbon cases. Yeah, black carbon fiber composite cases. Which again, they were doing this when not a lot of people were doing them, which was neat. But you can get 39s, 41s, 43s in most of their models. So I don't know. I think it's just kind of cool. Kind of a cool watch brand for something different. But again, if I had my druthers, it's the 43 millimeter, and I like a lot of the colors, But they'll do stuff, like that space gold or the malachite. They'll do some different stuff.
I'll be back in a moment. You're boring me. I need more coffee.
Okay, get some coffee, Brian.
I have my breakfast has a certain requirement of caffeine and tobacco, and I'm low on caffeine.
Excuse me. This red one's cool. Why none of the make big things are working on any of my websites today. Check my settings. But again, chronometer graded Solita movements. They doctor them up a little bit, pretty them up a little bit, but just cool watches at a good price. Who doesn't like a good watch at a good price? The intrinsic problem with brands like this one are that they have not solved a timekeeping problem of their era, and so have no history. Just trying to look nice. That's not enough for John D. That's not enough. Esoteric says that Zealous did a lot of affordable meteorite pieces. They really did. They really, really did. Watch on Wood says if Formex teamed up with Kinesi, that would enhance their value at their current price point. They'd be a bit like Norcane. But Norcane, when they went to Kinesi, they went up scale price-wise. Even the guys at the AD the Omega AD I go to, they carry Norcane, and they complain about that where they were selling a lot of Norcanes, and then when they upped the price for the movement, they were not nearly as good. Lucky bastard reminds us, go Eagles. How about the Lions getting throttled yesterday? Jeez. Kansas City getting all the calls. That's been a year-long thing. I believe the NFL wants a 3-time champion, and they're going to do anything they can to make sure that is a possibility. Brian lives on a steady diet of nicotine and caffeine. Yes, this is true. These are true stories. Is there a smoking section at Disney World? I guess that's the question we need to ask. But yeah, the Eagles. That should be a pretty good game tonight because the Rams really playing well lately. I don't know what got into them, but geez, Pete, they are playing very, very well. That was George Varghese told me to watch out for the Rams week 1. When I didn't think the Rams were going to do anything. We got 21 upvotes, 28, 30 people watching. We need some more upvotes. Hit that like button. Please. Get that up into the 30s, 40s.
If you don't upvote right freaking now, I'm going to keep talking.
There you go.
America and his stupid ranch can't stop me.
How about what else did we want to look at, Brian? I don't remember. We were talking about something else, but did I even not show my producer left? I don't even know. I showed the Formex I wanted to show you.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
That looks like a Swatch Group shitter that you're in love with, except a better price and a better watch.
Oh man, see how you get. Do you really think that is better than that?
Yeah.
Oh, Brian. If I had feelings, they would be hurt.
Feelings. Nothing more than feelings.
I don't follow the NFL closely, but the Commanders seem to be good for the first time in a long time. Yeah, wow, it's amazing what a quarterback will do. You get your quarterback right, you can go a long way in that league. It's a quarterback-driven league.
And the other game yesterday looked like a sack fest.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, the calls were going the Eagles' way. Or the Eagles, the Chiefs' way.
Yeah. But it's all rigged.
Well, I think they will. I mean, there's never been a 3-time champion. I think the NFL is sort of enamored with the idea of making that a possibility.
No, they're enamored with the idea of a Super Bowl where the Swifties are all watching it and the ratings are through the roof.
That too. It did. Well, I got to tell you, the Swifties, they did not help Kamala Harris.
Hey, yeah, but well, let's put it this way.
Yes.
If she fell in love with somebody on the who's really bad this year on the Bears would be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Bears would be in the Super Bowl. I don't even know that Taylor Swift could make the refs make the Bears win.
Speaking of the Bears, where's Johnny O?
I don't know. He was here earlier.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's still here or not. He did tell me a lot of times he listens in the car on Sundays. He got trips to make. 23 upvotes. 2 of those are me. So that means we got 7 people that haven't upvoted, Brian.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them because you have low quality guests with you.
Well, yeah. I can only drop the link. I can't do anything more.
Zodiac Super Seawolf automatic meteorite dial.
Yeah. Zodiac?
Yeah.
I love Zodiac too. Hold on, let me go pull those Zodiacs up. My Omega AD, they also are a Zodiac AD. Let's get over to the Zodiac site. Boom.
Isn't Zodiac the one that also did the Pan Am colored recreation of the GMT and a couple others?
Yeah, they've done a bunch of stuff. I mean,
yeah.
What dial? Let's see. I was always a fan of this watch. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Make it bigger on that one. I always thought this diver was really good looking for $2,000.
It doesn't bother you that it looks like the minute hand was purchased at a discount closeout from a different factory than the rest of their watch?
I like Swatch Group shitters. I'm used to Chinese hands.
Oh, okay.
I always thought that was a good looking piece.
Will those Chinese hands help you pick up an egg roll with chopsticks?
No.
Oh,
They
damn.
do not. No. Unfortunately.
I was wondering how many more racially insensitive comments can I make?
I think you can still go. This one's good looking too. I think this one has hands more like you would like, Brian.
Ooh, that's pretty. Too bad it's not a GMT.
Yeah, it's pretty watch though. Nice bracelet, pretty watch, cool case. History. Yeah, they were around. So which one? Let's just see if I can. Let's tell you. Let's find meteorite. Do they have a meteorite? I don't
I
see
think
it.
they had a limited edition one.
Okay.
I was just skimming through the stuff I've sold on eBay, and that was one of the ones that I sold on eBay a while back.
Yeah, I don't see one in the current collection. I know at my AD they have this version of that watch I like. Oh, the green. This is some sort of collab, I think. I thought. The cost is a chronometer grade movement. Maybe originally it was a collab, but it isn't anymore. I don't know. But Zodiac's cool.
Yeah.
And, we talk about history and stuff. Zodiac actually has a lot of history because they were an early dive watch aficionados. Zodiac starts to tread into Zen pricing territory. Yeah, a little bit. Is it Zen or Sin? I never know.
It is Zin.
Zen.
Like Afika Zin.
And I think if I remember correctly, the Zens, there's only one way. There's only one place in the States that you can buy them.
eBay.
Yeah. Zodiac Olympus is pretty cool, very unique case shape. Let's go check it out, Orko. Let's check it. Oh,
Olympus.
there it is. Oh yeah, that's her field watch. Yeah, it is different.
Kind of gives me that Fears feeling.
A little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I see what they did. They took the Miyota movement and turned it the other direction.
Ah. So you get a 2 o'clock crown on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool watch.
Why is that guy going to push the crown with his index finger?
Well, don't know. Can't tell you, Brian. I really can't.
He's just checking to see if it's still there.
Yeah, to make sure it's still there. 40 millimeter case, sapphire crystal. This was not a chronometer grade, but I'm sure it's still some sort of Selena, yeah, STP 111. So very cool. I like them. I think they do a pretty good job on their stuff. Tap, how are you? I haven't talked to Tap in a long time. You got a friend in OC. All right.
Wait, is that Tap the Boom Boom?
Yeah, I believe so. He's changed his name a couple times, so it's hard to remember. Why do I have I mean, I would consider OC a friend, I guess. I mean, we're friendly. We've met a few times. We don't dislike one another, if that makes sense. Yeah, I can go on with that.
The only problem I have with him is he does have an Omega.
He does have an Omega. He does. But he's a very, 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 very hypey guy. I mean, he likes, he likes the good stuff. He did. You know what he doesn't like? He doesn't mind a Swatch Group shitter, but he does not want anyone buying a Tudor under any circumstances.
I'm gonna buy the new flamingo blue one just to piss him off.
He's out to save the world from buying Tudors.
Yeah. So since that came out, I went to the bank and got the pink out.
Ah,
We've had so much work going on here in the house. I've only had quartz and 1 or 2 watches at a time.
oh man, hold on.
This is for.
Look at this guy wearing his Rams gear.
Hold on 1 second, Mark.
Oh.
Hold on.
Is it-
This is for Lucky Bastard if he's out there still in the chats.
Is that an Aaron Donald jersey?
Yeah.
No, I think
Can
that's
you hear me okay?
Yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately,
No, I can hear you. Yes.
that's actually Pat Hayden's full size jersey.
Exactly. Yeah.
First, I
Yeah,
thought he was
Pat
wearing a
Hayden.
Bill. I thought he was wearing a Waddy jersey.
Oh God! This is this was a gift for my son from the holidays. So he's
Nice.
I don't know how I raised him this bad to be a Rams fan, but he's kind of a Rams fan, and so
Ah,
he got me a couple of things. So he's like, think you might want to wear it for today's game, Dad. And I go, okay. And I just happened to be listening, and I saw Lucky Bastard saying "Go Eagles," so I couldn't help myself. I got a little triggered on that. So, how is everyone this morning?
we're doing well. We're doing well. And I believe you're correct, Watchman Wood. I believe the blue is for the grandson. Assumptions made.
Yeah, I actually will buy it, test it, put it in the box, put it back in the safe, and leave it until a grandson is born. Or I'll just wait until the grandson's born and then find a watch that just happens to come out the same time.
Ah,
And I'll just wear the blue just to piss off OC.
okay.
Yeah. It's like with George, I don't floss just to piss him off.
If you did, Brian, actually, I don't mind it because it keeps me busy.
Welcome, Mr. West Coast. Good morning,
Hey,
Jersey.
John. Hey, BW, congratulations.
That's That's a beautiful
Yeah.
watch. It's a really, really. And it's like I said, it's unique. It's different. Just
It's a nice size too. I was just catching up on the stream and I saw it's a really nice size.
mm-hmm.
Oh, I was going to say, Mark, I don't mind when Blancpain wrote all their names on the side of the case
Okay.
because I'm left-handed.
Ah,
So all the names were facing all the other people.
way. Yeah. I get it. I like the fact that it's not showy on a normal wrist that you can see the Blancpain. I don't know. I don't mind it. I know that's a complaint for a lot. Oh, George, hold on. Let's make it big. What do we got? We got
There you
that.
go.
Oh, there it is.
There you are.
Talk about that
Hey.
watch.
Still staying in the permanent collection.
Hey, Mark, that's one of those Angelus with the rubbery bits on it.
Exactly, Brian. I thought you might like that.
Got
There
some
you
rubbery bits. I like it.
Yeah.
That's a beauty.
And I still have Curly behind me.
Curly's still here. Good to see him. I heard he got they had a little stress over there. Did they get like a strike against them or something? I heard.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Interesting to see how all that plays out, but is what
I
it
was
is.
wearing this last night, and I was checking the chronometer, and I hit it, and I forgot to turn it off, so it ran all night, and then yeah, and it worked beautifully. So
Nice.
Can you recharge the power on that with a USB-C?
yeah,
I'm just asking for a friend.
Yes, I do have to admit, this is staying in the collection.
That was staying in the collection.
Not going anywhere.
Nice.
So
The tap says I'm pretty sure Omega will release special editions every month, Brian. I'm sure that's true. I did. Up until the other day, I had the latest, and now they came out with 2 more Speedies.
Boy, that would be the true definition of a quandary for me.
What's that?
I have the first grandson is born,
Mm-hmm.
and the only really cool watch to commemorate it is a Swatch Group shitter. What would I do?
What would you do?
Can I ask you, gentlemen, your thoughts real quick? I have an itching for a Mont Blanc watch.
Oh God! Don't.
So is
No.
Brian.
No, don't. I avoided that rabbit hole for like 4 days now.
Oh, really?
Which one are you itching for?
Well, if you go to the website,
Okay, good. I'm safe.
go to the website. Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
go to the website.
I'm going to the website.
Not your
You
breakfast.
see
thing.
the in between the two green ones, the gray.
This gray meteorite looking.
Yeah.
Thing?
How much is that? It was like 2,000 something, or was it 5,000?
$32.55.
Yeah, that one.
That-
What do you guys think? I
It's
know it's
just slightly.
expensive.
It's just slightly less than a new strap for your RM.
So
Yeah, I'm
I
just
would
looking
tell
for
you,
something for like a daily wear. What do you think?
I like this watch. I think the dial's cool. I love the indices on this thing. I think are done. I love the cathedral hands. It's cool. It's a cool watch.
How thick is it? I was just looking at it last night. For some reason, I just got stuck on their website and I was just perusing. Actually, I think the one I was looking at, Mark, is it's just the tradition automatic date. It's like 2,500, I think.
Okay.
So it's a little bit further up.
It doesn't really say.
Oh,
Let's see.
for Dirk Diggler. There you go.
They don't have the specs on there. Hold on.
Yeah, why put the specs on something? People might want that.
People might want to know how thick it is.
Inquiring minds.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh-oh.
Look at the dial on that one. You don't like it, Brian?
Ugh.
$5,000.
The one I was looking at was just the tradition date. It's only one of the top, like,
Oh, here you go.
first ones.
How
Yeah.
about this? Yeah.
Nothing too fancy, just a simple
Yeah. Again,
three-hander with the date.
beautiful watch, cool bracelet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see if they put any more specs on this one. There is 1.57. They put everything in inches. 0.34 inches.
The case, if you click on on it, it says the black bar. You see that?
Add the bag.
No. There's like on mine. Let me see here. If you go to see full details. You see that underneath the black bar? Do you have it?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. If you click that, it might tell you.
Or it might it takes me down to here.
Right.
Yeah, they're doing it in inches. So 0.34 inches is your case height.
Mm.
All right, let's see. God damn it. Let me get on my phone. 0.34
into millimeters.
No, 0.34.
Why are they doing that shit in inches? What the hell's
I
wrong?
know.
It's about 8.6 millimeters thick.
I just got it. Yeah, there. So that's not thick at all.
No, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it does. And it looks like you got a pretty good variant of dials and stuff too.
If I switch to European currencies,
And switch it to millimeters. I mean, it
um,
looks good on that guy's wrist.
Yeah, it looks nice in general. I thought for a daily wear, it's not too bad.
No, not too bad at all. I actually like the fact that it doesn't have the mountain between Mont and Blanc.
Hey,
Right.
hey, it does. It does. If you switch it to European currency, it switches it
Oh,
to
is it over?
yeah. Case height 11.3 millimeters on the Oxygen 8000.
Okay.
And then they want me to sign up for some bullshit.
Sign in, Brian. Sign in. Dirk's in the
40
chat.
it's a 40 millimeter stainless steel. It's got, pretty much it's a really legit watch, I think, for that money. And I'm sure they would give you a little bit of a discount on that price.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Tap says Mont Blanc should merge with Vermont to create a super irrelevant.
Come on, Tap.
There's some Mont Blancs I like. There really isn't a Vermont I like. Dirk Diggler did a prop bet for the long shots to win the Super Bowl. Call it crazy, but took Texans, Rams, or Washington to win. Huh. Big odds.
Dirk, we don't need that to call you crazy.
Yes.
There's been plenty of other things.
Let's see here. We've got the Mont Blanc. What is this one? The 11.
9. I've never heard of this one.
Oh, Mont Blanc is not very modern. They have watches by gender, and they only have two, him or her.
Him or what was it? The 11995. Okay.
That's not very inclusive. Mont Blanc.
I'm pulling it up. There it is.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty too. The only thing I don't like on some of these is when they put this mountain or whatever it is. Is that a mountain, a fir tree? I'm not sure what they're trying to put there.
Well, I'm just not a big fan of the leather strap. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9 millimeter case.
The dial on this one's really cool though. Yeah, it's a pretty watch. Esoteric. I moved on from the CK859. I have indeed moved on.
Oh my god, yeah, that was like 6 moves ago.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah. It just I'm a bracelet guy, I'm a bigger watch guy. It just didn't fit any of my stuff, you know?
It had too much class for you.
Way too much class for me. I'm a simple luchador.
There's a Blancpain. You guys were talking about Blancpain. There's like a Blancpain tourbillon on European Watchco. Did you see that?
I'm sure we did because we went through their site.
Okay.
Go back over though. Hold on. We'll go pull it back up. We were looking at it was the first one. Yeah. The big old tourbillon Desert Storm. Black military dial. Very cool.
I just wonder what the MSRP was on something like that.
Yeah.
All right, we all know that if George buys this, he did too well with the stupid Bitcoin shit.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually the hindrance because I keep looking at that and I'm like comparing things in value of Bitcoin. How much is that? That's my problem these days, you know.
Yeah.
I see things in pricing in Bitcoin and it's like, oh.
Yeah, Mont Blanc is still making those Nicholas Riosek chronographs that I like. Damn assholes.
Boom.
What are you booming? You haven't changed anything.
No, I was someone actually sent me a PayPal. I was like, oh well, that was nice. Like I said, that's anything. Yeah, no one is required to send anything, but anyone who does is appreciated. Oh crap! Might have sent it to the wrong card. What are you gonna do? There it is. All right. Well, I messed up. Well,
You haven't messed up and shown us anything wrong. We're still stuck on this Blancpain.
oh no, I was looking at the PayPal thing. I had it wrong. I had an old debit card set up for it. I didn't realize how much I paid. It's terrible. I'm a terrible human being. But we're still looking at the Blancpain. I don't know. This is a good watch, but it's expensive. It's cool though. The back on this thing's beautiful.
Looks pretty nice.
Yeah. They did an absolutely amazing job with their stuff. I think Blancpain's very underrated. I know Brian hates them, but
I have no problems with the watch. I have lots of problems with the company.
yes.
And just warn you that if you buy the watch, you're going to be dealing with the company.
It's a true story.
Sometimes twice.
It's a true story.
And anybody that buys Mont Blanc at retail, I hope when you sit down in the desert to take a dump, you sit on a prickly pear.
Yes.
There's a Blancpain 50 Fathom ceramic on European Watch Co. Did you guys already look at that?
Yes, we did. Hold on. Where was... There's the titanium. We like that one. The vintage. Where was the ceramic? There it is. Ceramic white bezel. Bathyscaphe. We decided not that one.
I don't think it's that one. I could be wrong, but I don't think I thought it was black.
You know what? I think I'll give you a link to a watch at European that I'm thinking about possibly upgrading and trading towards.
Okay.
And we'll get off of the Swatch Group shitter train. There it is. Private chat.
Private chat.
So, you know, I've got the 39 millimeter stainless steel. I'm thinking about seeing what European Watch wants to do to, if I trade in the 39 millimeter steel blue
for this gold one.
Yeah. I mean, this is
What year is that, Brian?
Mid to late 2000s.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have a year. Box book. What? No papers. AP box and books. AP box and booklets. No papers.
Yeah, we don't need no stinking papers.
Papers? We don't need no stinking papers.
Yeah.
Is it 38 or 39 millimeter? It says both.
It's 39. That's one of the problems with European Watch that I'd like to throat slap them a couple of times for their inaccuracies. Jesus Christ, you're listing a $50,000 item. At least proofread it twice.
Yeah.
But I believe this is the late, probably like 2005 to 2009.
Okay. Buckley says, pass, George. You're just bored.
Maybe. It
John
was a
D.
late night.
John D's on here spruiking other YouTube channels. What's up with that? He says world. I don't think
Where's your one wrench guy, huh? Where is he now?
Wrench guy. Supposed to be taking care of that. He's supposed to be doing that and sending me some eggs. They're out of eggs, Brian. No eggs. We still only have 25 upvotes. 2 of those are mine. So it's really like 23 and 30 people watching. Depressing. Brian, hit the like button for God's sakes. They got an AP on, not a Swatch Group shitter. You should be happy.
Okay, you're at 26.
I think Buckley should hop on and let Brian know that AP is dead, dying, and buried brand, and this is a total waste of $54,000, and he's better off burning his money.
That's all probably true, but I like this watch. And I don't have a full gold piece in my current collection. Well, I do, but it's white gold, so it doesn't really count because, yeah, nobody can see how special I am from a distance.
Brian, what's your opinion on servicing of watches? Do you routinely service your watches, or do you wait for something to be not correct to service them?
I wait for them to break.
Okay.
I do the same thing with my teeth. I wait for them to break, then I go get them fixed.
There you go. I like it. Perfect way to do it.
I believe a firm layer of tartar and stain helps support strong teeth.
Exactly. Yep.
George, have you ever had like a really just a mouth that you looked at and you're like, I'm out. I can't do anything.
Actually, my partner, he's had a couple of cases, and he's a gum periodontist, so he's a gum specialist, and he's like, he said, well, I've been doing it for 27 years, and here's the first.
They got me on that one.
Yeah, then there's always the 80-year-old lady or 70-year-old lady that comes in with like broken teeth, rotted, everything else, and then show me a picture of what they looked like when they were 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look at it, I just listen to the story, and then I say, my name is George, it's not God. Now that we can talk realities, let's get to real. Yeah, it's always interesting dealing with the public.
Yes, it is true.
You know how it is.
European usually has some good collectibles. So you're thinking of reaching out to them this week on this one, Brian?
Yeah.
Nice. D Wood wants to know Buckley's take on the 222.
Can I tell you something? Rumor has it that there's somebody in our community that was offered the steel 222.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming it's one of those tiny wristed rat bastards, not like Buckley and I.
You don't know. You don't know.
Link for Mr. G.
D Wood's it's too small for Buckley. The overseas is better and way cheaper. See, I like the overseas better too. That's just me. My friends love dealing.
I love it.
GMT Coke. My name's George, not God. Boom, boom, boom. But back onto this thing. This is a beautiful watch, Brian. But
yeah, I'm just thinking.
Yeah,
it's actually a pretty good looking watch.
Yeah,
for the price. Yeah,
they've had it for a while. It was first. That's down to 51.4.
Okay.
Because I think the 26331, the stainless steel chrono, is about 45.50, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is actually really good price for for a gold AP.
Yeah, there's a lot of value in there for that.
Mm-hmm.
And the 222 in full gold is 80 something thousand, and it's just a 3-hander ladies size watch, and this is actually an adult size watch.
See?
Right.
Excuse me. We love adult size watches here on the Luchabetic March.
Well, it's my adult size. It's a 39 millimeter. You got me looking at stupid freaking Angelus watches on eBay.
See how I do. Mr. Ghost says the 222 is thinner and nicer and wears like a 39.
Mm.
And now we know who got it.
Wear it at Disney World, says Dirk.
Yep.
D-Wood says, I'm hoping for a 38 millimeter overseas as a smaller wristed alternative with good water resistance. Vacheron has a huge gap in sizing between 34.5 and 41. John D does not like your watch. He says it's hard on the eyes there, Brian.
Well, stop looking at my waistline.
Eric Diggler says, I think the gold 222 is pretty awesome, but I would be afraid to dent it.
What is the MSRP on the gold 222? 80?
80, 85, something like that.
Yeah.
And they're under MSRP these days, from what I'm understanding.
Yeah. I think they came out, they were 77, 76, something like that.
Buckley says, Brian, you're a grandpa living in Florida. You smoke tobacco. Buy a yellow gold day date. Why are you so confused?
I'm in denial. Shut up. I still think I have enough hair to part it, so leave me alone.
John D says, so Buckley, it's Orlando. It's not the same as the rest of Florida.
Fantasyland is 8 miles south of here.
Tap said, Vacheron is like Breguet. Never buy at retail. Also,
Somebody's got to.
Well,
Then I can buy it on the gray.
There you go.
Brian, would you buy a Vacheron overseas chrono rose gold?
No. The lug length is way too long for me.
Okay.
That's why I ended up getting rid of the overseas dual time. Because of my delicate wrists, it's just too wobbly. If they came out with a 39, I haven't seen the new thinner ones, but if they trimmed down that lug length and made it drop a little easier, the flare off of the lugs, yeah.
What is the lug length on this thing? I don't know.
It's like 87 or something like that.
So this is a 2024. It's only 12 millimeters thick.
Yeah, well, they thinned down the 3-hander, but they didn't thin down the dual time or the chronograph.
Yeah. Well, this is the dual time.
Yeah, but it's that lug flare.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the. It's got like, well, it's so any of your integrated sports bracelets, they normally have like kind of male-ish end links coming off. They're always going to wear, I guess, a little bit bigger.
Yeah, there's just some companies that do it a lot better than others. And
would you go to David SW real quick?
Now what weird thing is he got us looking at that we have to laugh
No,
at?
nothing. I'm just saying, look at the 26331 he has and what he's asking. And compare that to the full gold.
Are we looking at a Patek?
No.
No?
AP.
A what? AP.
AP, under new arrivals. You see that?
46,575.
That's the stainless steel blue dial 41.
I'd rather have the one that you were showing by a mile.
Yeah. Well, the 39s fit me really well. The 41, no.
Nice looking datograph too.
$69,875 for that. It's beauty. Absolute beauty. Oh, the back on these things.
Oh,
Looks like termites got in there and ate it up.
They do make a beautiful watch.
Yeah, David SW's got a full gold 15,500 for 79,000.
oh.
Yes, he does.
And it's actually less gold than the 39 millimeter because it's got an open case back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm not bar mitzvahed.
There you go.
Let's see. More gold for lower price.
And a complication.
Yeah.
Well, that just means it's going to break faster. But
Oh, well, there you go. I love these watches. I know people don't like them. I don't know why. I think they're just clean and beautiful. Get an extra strap. Jeez, a Pete.
yeah, you get multiple straps.
Yeah. There was a rose gold one with this style in New York when I was there that I just fell in love with. Let's go through the rest of the new arrivals. See what else they got that might be interesting to someone. They have a Platona for $115,875.
They got an MB&F Legacy Machine stainless steel for sale.
Is that new arrivals or is that
No, existing.
Blech.
Did you say blech?
I said blech.
Not an MB&F fan, huh, Brian?
I like the way they look, but what time is it?
Looks like it's 10:10.
Looks like it's 10:10.
Pretty easy to read, right?
Yeah.
It's actually a left-handed version because all the architecture is blocking it if you wear it on your left hand.
I don't know. I think that's a cool watch.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. It's fancy and stuff without being over the top, you know?
Yeah.
I have no complaints with that one.
Nope.
Oh, man. Let's see. I'm way behind on the comments. Let me see.
Don't comment until you get all those upvotes.
Do we get where are we at? We at least get to now. We're still stuck at 27 upvotes. Jeez, Pete, guys. Get to 30 at least.
31 watching and 27 upvotes. All right, who didn't upvote? Speaking of that, where's your wrench? Where'd he go?
I haven't seen him in a while. He came and gave us a chicken update, an egg update, and that was it.
Yeah, he's probably out there polishing eggs or something.
Let's see. Buckley says a bluesy and a yellow gold day date is the over 50 requirements in Florida. The point is to tell everyone at the cigar lounge, I've been around, done a few deals, kid. Now don't inhale that.
I will say that the minute you enter the state of Florida, you see more two-tone subs than anything else.
Yeah.
And 36 millimeter day dates with every link in, and they're hanging off like like a bangle bracelet.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. The 222.
I did see a guy about a week or so ago wearing a platinum day date with an Arabic dial.
Oh,
I talked to him for 20 seconds and couldn't tell if it was didn't get a close enough look to verify authenticity, but
yeah.
It had an Arabic dial, and it was like Miami weekend up here. So
there's a nice looking Hublot Big Bang white ceramic on David SW that I have my eye on. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but
a little pricey.
17.
That's a newer one.
You can get those for 14, 15 all day long.
Yep.
Mr. Ghost, what year was this one you were talking about? Only one listen. I see a bunch of new ones.
Hey Brian, on these Hublots, these the ceramic ones, they have their own movement, or is it like a shitter movement on them?
No, anytime you see Unico, it's the Hublot in-house, which is modified off of the Primero, the El Primero.
Mm-hmm. So if it's just the Big Bang, then it's just a regular movement. Is that correct, or just Okay.
Yeah, if I understand them correctly, which I've not done much research, but it has to say Unico in order to get into the Hublot stuff, or the LVMH. Yeah, which means you can get the same movement in a Zenith for 40% less, but
right.
I'm assuming we got the right one there, Mr. Ghost. 1980, $137,000.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Interesting.
I like, it's not just the size, it's more the look. I like the overseas better. I mean, I get the vintage aesthetic of these and all that, but given my druthers, I would pick the overseas. It's not a bad looking watch. It's interesting. Was serviced in 2022. What's that, Brian?
The first coveted dream watch that I wanted. I just found it at Delray Watch for $3,000.
Oh, jeez.
This should be good.
Yes.
No, it's the blue dial Seamaster 300M with the sword hands.
Whatever happened to Federico? I haven't seen much of his videos anymore.
Yeah, I don't seem to see him very much anymore either. I know that him and that other dude split, the Negative Nelly guy.
John, what was his name?
Yeah, John P. Watches, yeah.
I
call him the Negative Nelly because he's always like, he's always a little negative. A little negative there, Ghost Rider. Let's go see what we got here. Oh, this one.
Well, you gotta share it because you're
Mark, this is the director's booth. Please share.
No, blue dial. Get this shitter off the freaking window. Blue dial 300M Pierce Brosnan era. Yeah, there you go. That was the first. Yeah, that was the first real coveted watch.
Ah.
George, I just found on Delray. I found the watch for you.
Oh God, it must be the Streamliner with the
No.
rainbow bezel.
No, instead of buying your this is your
Mont Blanc?
beater watch.
All
Yeah,
right.
instead of buying the Mont Blanc, I just put it in the private chat for you, Mark.
Oh, what brand is it?
Oh, George will love this. It's a 38 millimeter though.
Hey,
But
actually, it's not bad. It's a UN Marine.
Oh,
with
there
an
you go.
orange dial.
Yeah.
$31.99.
Share it, Mark. Share with the family. There
Actually,
you go.
pretty nice looking watch.
Yeah. I think that would
There you
be
go.
perfect for you for a beater watch around the office.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, that does look kind of cool, actually. The UN. I've always had an affinity for it, even though Kelso bought the Freak, but the Freak is classic UN. But I think these watches are pretty good value for the money.
Yeah.
Look at all the writing on the case back. Show the case back, Mark. Show the case back.
Mark, this is the booth. Please show the case back. Thank you.
Whoa.
It's got a list of every. It's like their LinkedIn profile.
18 gold medals. Nice.
Yeah, I kind of.
Have you ever owned a UN, Brian?
I do not believe I have.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of them that I've really admired, but the lug length.
Super chat. $5 euro or pounds from Muhammad Ali says Sunday afternoons with Mark, Brian, and George. It's the dream team.
No.
The classiest gentleman on the streams.
Yes, Muhammad Ali. Eric Dagor says, "What's the best watch to operate a monorail, Brian?"
Well, whichever one shows left and right.
Probably an IWC, knowing Lucha.
Well, it's probably an Omega.
Ugh.
Oh,
Look at that. I think this is actually kind of a cool
It
watch.
is an Omega. You need to get a Railmaster, for God's sakes, if you're running the mall.
oh, God help us all.
I mean, it just makes sense.
I'd sooner get a ball watch than get an Omega Railmaster. At least you only get screwed for a third of the price.
Ball watches are great. They use tritium tubes. A long time ago, I had a Luminox Navy SEAL diver that thing glowed all night. You look across the room at the watch box, that thing was just ring. I always thought it was affecting my brain. And then I met Brian. And I'm like, oh, well, not nearly enough. Dirk says, when I have dreams, I usually don't have Mark, Brian, and George involved in them. Well, those are nightmares then, Dirk. You need sweet dreams.
Dirk, that's not what you said last month when you were here.
Or 2 months or 3 months ago when I met him in OC.
Yes. Mr. Ghost, what is that currency? I'm not sure. It says, cheers, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Ghost.
Is that Swedish kroner?
It might be.
Yep, I think so. SCK.
Yeah, he said Swedish. Yeah.
Yay, Sweden.
Hey, Brian, look at the big brain on Brian. Look at us go. We are the dream team.
Yeah, I got a lot of data jammed up in the back of this old noggin. So it's pushing all the hair out.
Pushing it out. Well, let's see what he's got in the new arrivals here for Fed. Got a Breguet. Hublot Classic Fusion, Aero Fusion, Frank Mueller Conquistador.
You know what I like about Mark's Sunday morning show?
What's that?
Is by the time all these gray market dealers open on Monday, I've forgotten which one I drooled over.
See? Because we look at a lot of them. He's got Aquaterra Shades just came in. Corretto Tokyo.
Oh,
Yikes. A Ming. Whatever happened to Ming? Remember when that was so hot when it came out?
I still have 2 Mings.
I like the way they look. It just seemed like nobody talks about them anymore.
Yeah.
Mark, I found another beater watch for George to wear. So you got to pull this up pretty quick before he goes and sees it.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
There it is.
Whoa. Look at this thing, George.
Oh, there you go. And
Victor.
Invicta.
Los Angeles Dodgers Shohei Ohtani watch.
Yeah, 18,000. Yeah. How much is it?
$333. That
Oh,
seems
okay.
really expensive.
Or
Yeah.
his offer.
Yeah. That seems very expensive for an Invicta. I'm not going to lie. I remember walking through Times Square and the Invicta store was like buy 2, get 4 free.
Yeah. Buy one, have the whole store free.
No, it was legit the sign.
But George, don't worry, you can finance it in no interest for 6 months.
Great.
Perfect.
All right, get the shitter off the screen.
Or the lifespan of the battery.
Is this I can't tell if it's quartz or not.
The Invicta? I'm assuming. But the Ming, I don't know like what happened. Why did they just kind of fall flat?
Well, I think as the market went sour, so did these
Yeah.
microbrands, right? Pretty much everything's related to the markets, right?
Remember the old days when we used to, you'd pick up the phone to dial, and if you didn't do it in time, you'd get that recording.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with Ming, the recording is the time allotted for the market to care has expired. Please trash these shitters and move on to a real watch. Thank you.
Overwatch. Aquadive. I have no idea what that is. Oh, here you go, Brian.
What?
A ball.
There you go.
It's a train time. It's perfect for the monorail.
Fantastic.
Mm.
It's got all kinds of functions. GMT, world time, date, all the stuff you love.
Yeah, I can't wear it. It has L. Angeles, and that would offend OC, so I can't wear it.
All right.
It's actually a day date too.
Yeah, it's got everything.
A day date, world time. Wow. It's probably 17 millimeters thick. Mark, you should be in love by now.
Yes. Yep. I love all that stuff. You've got a couple bathyscaphs. Some Breguets. I don't know. He's got an awful lot of watches, so he's still in business. I have, but like you, George, I haven't seen a lot of his videos here lately.
Yeah, he's been kind of MIA.
Yeah.
George, he still has that rainbow streamliner tourbillon.
I saw that.
Yeah. Came down 10,000.
Well, now it's a deal.
Is that stainless steel on that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a stainless steel rainbow tourbillon.
Oof.
$90,000. That seems like a lot of money for a stainless steel rainbow that nobody wants, apparently.
Back in the day, he used to have, like, I think he still has on his website, on new watches, and he used to have a lot of Frank Mueller's on there.
Ah,
No, he so about a
Right?
year and a half ago, he ditched all that new inventory, that new old stock stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He stopped doing all that. So now he's just pre-owned or just whatever is actually in inventory, because a lot of that stuff, I think there was one video where he explained where he was just kind of middling a lot of that for people.
Mm-hmm.
Or
back when he did videos.
yeah.
Oh.
I don't see any Frank Muellers.
Share the other screen.
Oh, gee. What screen? What screen do you want me to share?
The one you're looking at.
I am
Instead of
sure.
this brand name one.
Oh, I was looking for Frank Mueller.
Oh,
to see if he had it.
okay.
Evidently, he does not.
What is it?
Oh, wait, here. He's got 4. I'm sorry. I didn't scroll down far enough. 4 uninteresting Frank Muellers.
Super chat, big boy.
Uh-oh. Super chat. Muhammad Ali, 5 pounds, says, how do we guarantee if I come to Disney World and ride the monorail that I get Brian as the driver?
That's a good freaking question. I don't know the answer. Sorry.
All right. You're going to have to get a hold of Brian on the Instagram. Find out when.
Well, even that's
Well, Muhammad, what you do is you walk in, you take a step into the monorail, take a deep breath, and if you smell smoke, you know Brian's driving.
hell yeah. Because if it's not me smoking, it'll be the brakes.
My watch channel says, Revolution Watch did a cool video at Frank Mueller's house eating cheese. Quite a character.
Hey, good morning, my watch channel.
Good morning, sir. But yeah.
Hey, while you're here spruiking your own channel, don't forget to upvote here.
Yeah, hit that up. Where are we at?
34.
34. Well, that's better than 27.
That's more
On that
people
note-
than are watching.
On that note, I'm going to have to hop off. I've got some shopping to do. I've got some friends coming over to watch the Rams game, so it should be good.
Lucky Bastard Tony said it's the Eagles game.
I know, but I call it the Rams. We call it the Rams game. So actually, I think one of the guys who's coming, he's a friend of one of my buddies. I think he's an Eagles fan, so I'm sure he can come too.
You're allowing him in the house?
Huh?
You're going to allow him in the house?
Yeah.
You're a good man.
My friend assures me he's a good guy. So I said,
All right.
So what the hell? And did you just one quick comment? Did you see the Lions game yesterday?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think Sean McVay knew something about Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Detroit's leading receiver the defensive back for one of the defensive backs for Washington?
I think so.
Very well could have been. And the Chiefs getting all the calls. I think the NFL is with the idea of
a disaster.
I think they're in love with the idea of the 3-peat.
The Texans got screwed a couple of times.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't get it. But either way, I got the Ravens beating the Bills today. That's for sure. Yeah. I think you and I both had the Commanders in the points, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we both picked them, and I think did we pick the Texans in the points, or did we go straight with the?
We both picked the Texans in the points.
Yeah, and I think what was the points on that one, Mark? Was it 6 or 8? Yeah.
It was 8.5 was the spread, I think.
Right. I think the Rams is what, 6?
Yeah,
Rams
I think it
plus
was.
6.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was Rams plus 6. I still say if the Rams are, well, first off, they can't get behind.
Right.
And they have to just stack the box and make Hurts beat them.
Exactly. And I think Kyron Williams has got to rush for more than 100 for them to have a chance.
Yeah.
And they got to keep the Philly offense on the sideline, long, sustained drives. And Cooper Kupp's got to show up. This might be his last game as a Ram because
wow, yeah.
You talk about the fall off.
There's something. I think there's something wrong with him.
Yeah, and he's also 32, and he's 32.
Yeah, the fall off has been so great.
Yep.
It's just been good. But the Rams, I keep saying, George picked the Rams week 1, said watch out for the Rams. I think they could win the division and do something. And here they are.
Yeah. How cool would it be to see a Commanders Rams conference championship game? That would be kind of interesting.
That would be kind of cool.
Other than myself picking the Rams, I don't know many people who pick the Commanders.
No, I don't think so either.
And just goes to prove that Caleb Williams, sometimes coaching and a good offensive coordinator might help. Say whatever you want about Kingsbury, but he's a pretty good OC, I thought.
Yeah, they're getting drafted high is sometimes a curse because you don't end up in a good situation most times.
I hate to say this for Buckley and John D. and couple of other New York friends, but God, if you're a quarterback and you get drafted by the Giants or the Jets, you might as well just pack it in.
Yeah.
And no wonder why Deion Sanders doesn't want his son to go play for either of those two teams. Don't blame him. Careers go there to die.
It's true.
Even the great Aaron Rodgers.
I was just going to send out drop a special link for Aaron Rodgers until you said that.
Yeah, just look at all the players that have played for those teams that have moved on to bigger and better situations. Darnold, Daniel Jones.
Even worse, he did a collab with Zenith.
Oh. Yes. Anyways, have a good show, Mark. Brian, always good to see you, buddy. Be safe out there. Take care.
See you, George. George. Well, George. Speaking of which,
what time am I working tonight? Oh, yeah. What time does the park close? Oh, good. I got an easy shift tonight.
There you go. Well, maybe. The Aaron Rodgers.
Brr. I think it breaks.
When it first came out, it might have been Wimpy in New York that had it. It was in the window. I was like, ooh, doesn't look any better in person.
I think the minute you try to size that bracelet, it just falls off. It just breaks.
This goes right into someone else's hand. Dirk says Rodgers is overrated. The Bears have a lot, like the Jets. They have a lot of talented guys, and but they're not a team. There's something to be said for coaching and culture and stuff like that makes a team, and they're definitely not a team. What time do you go in today, Brian?
5. I start at 5:45.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to treat myself.
Are you?
Yes. I'm going to go in a little bit early.
All right.
And if anybody ever comes to the Walt Disney World Resort and you can find a Joffrey's Coffee location,
you told me about that place.
Yeah. I'm going to go in early and buy myself a Joffrey's cappuccino. Sit there, smoke my pipe in the little smoking area for 20, 30 minutes, sip on my coffee, and then start work.
Ooh.
That's going to be my treat to myself.
There you go. That's a nice treat.
Yeah.
It's a very nice treat.
And they give us a little discount, so it works out to where the cappuccinos are actually cheaper than the regular Starbucks drive-thrus, and I like them a lot better.
Okay.
And I get it with oat milk.
Ooh.
So it gives me a little sustaining protein too.
That's why I like the peanut butter crackers.
Yep.
Keep that. Keep yourself from spiking.
What is it? Lance's peanut butter crackers that were roasted and they were a little bit lower in carbs, but
A little lower in carbs.
Yeah.
A little bit more protein. A little bit better.
Yep.
Diabetic snack. Yes.
Yep. My daughter would have some in her backpack or in her bag for so long that by the time you'd go to open up the pack, it was just powder.
Yeah. I've had those. I've definitely had those.
Hey, but powder is carbs too.
Yes. Powder counts. Anything else you want to look at?
No, in fact, I got to get moving because I've got to do a little bit of laundry, and it looks like the rain has stopped here for a little bit right now. So I got a few things I got to clean up outside.
All right. Cool. It's going to get cold here today and this week. Fortunately, I kept up on the shoveling, even though it's 24 right now. But tomorrow the high is 11. Low is 1. And then Tuesday, a high of 13, a low of -10.
What? Well, that explains why Friday our forecasted low is 35.
Yeah. Craziness.
Oh boy.
Muhammad wants to know what you think of the new Tudor Chrono in light blue. Flamingo blue, I believe they're calling it.
I love it. However, there's no blue flamingos.
No blue flamingos.
A blue flamingo is basically this. It's as rare as a fine British breakfast.
And my watch channel says in Iraq, a bunch of us would start night shift with a cigar and a green beans cappuccino. Good way to start the day.
Yeah. Those green bean cappuccinos have dramatically higher caffeine.
Yeah. Very nice. Scotty H says the Bears do suck, but they are the only team in the NFC North with a win in 2025. Jeez. After all that, after Minnesota and Detroit just sort of dominated the conference all year, just to peter out like that in their first round games, that's a shame.
Yeah, next week's weather is going to be sad here because we're going to have a lot of rain.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be cold, so we had a leak in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, and we figured out where it's coming from.
The new air, you had to put new air conditioners in, right?
Yep. So a week from tomorrow, all new ductwork and 2 new air conditioners inside and out are starting the install. But the problem is we may get more leaks before that. Because it's during times of high humidity and the condenser running.
Okay. Interesting.
I may have to go, pardon the phrase, but I may have to go up there and Mickey Mouse something in the roof or in the attic to keep it from coming in.
Interesting. Oof. What do you think of Zen watches, Brian?
I really liked the one that I had.
Yeah.
They had I had a EZM 640 something that was a left-handed diver's. It was a pilot diver's watch.
Okay.
And the crowns were on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
And they put them on the opposite side so that if you wore them on your left hand, you wouldn't bump the crowns or anything.
Yeah.
And it really felt fantastic. However, I got it at such a deal that I had to sell it.
You had to sell it?
Yeah, I had to take the profit.
Had to take the profit. I like a lot of their watches. I mean, they're decent price wise. I think it's No Endless Time on Instagram. Who he's got an amazing watch collection, but he lives near the Zen factory, and he's got a bunch of Zens as well that are just beautiful, beautiful watches. He's got this 556 and like a black mother of pearl. Sick. It's absolutely sick.
Yeah, they've got some great looking stuff and super. I mean, you want to talk about durable.
Yeah, durable, affordable. I mean, sometimes I think, do you really need anything else? Like this 104 here. This is just a great looking watch for $2,000.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn. Syringe hands, white dial, black bezel, cool bracelet.
Yeah, you just have to get over having fine Gestapo engineering on your wrist.
Well, there's always something. I don't think there's any perfect watch, Brian.
No. If there was one perfect watch, I wouldn't have 20. Yeah. The perfect watch would be a left-handed Mickey Mouse GMT in gold.
Yeah.
And would have a Cyclops on it somewhere randomly.
I like it. I don't know what a Damascensor is, but this is a cool looking watch. That's different. $11,000 in. I don't know if I want $11,000 in, but yeah, there's a lot of their watches I just really like. I just think they do a really nice job with a lot of this stuff. $3,300. Beauty. Absolute gorgeous. Oops, Detroit. Oh yeah, Detroit did beat Minnesota. You're right, Scotty H. That's right. Not many wins in the NFC North in 2025 so far. It just shocked me that they're both out. I didn't expect Minnesota to win, but I expected Detroit to win. I was a little surprised. Interesting to see what happens today. You never know. Because it's one and done, you just really never know. So it's not like a best of 7 or something where you can have an off night. You're stuck with what you put out there. 556 is a great field watch. It's a little small. I think it's like a 38, but it's a great watch. And this is that watch buys. This is like the only. This is. I think he might. I can't remember if he has it on a bracelet or a strap, but he has this black mother of pearl 556. It is gorgeous in pictures. $2,000. $2,000. It's a great price for that watch. What's the size? Yeah, 38 and a half. A little on the small side, but for me anyway, but a good looking piece. Hard to beat. Ooh, what is this? I don't think I've ever seen this one before. It's kind of red gradient dial. Limited to 200 pieces. That's a pretty one too. Damn. Zen getting colorful. Oh, Brian.
What?
This one has an internal rotating bezel.
Whoa. Shit, they ripped off JLC.
I know.
And Long Guineas.
And Long Guineas. Oof. It's made in Germany. It's a 34 millimeter watch. Jeez.
Oh, 34 millimeter.
That's crazy. The 836. I like this one too. This is like a big 556 with sword hands.
If they made a more boring watch, you'd like it.
I like a boring watch. What can I say? John D says Zinn makes a decent watch for the money, like the 556 or the U50. Yeah, they for the money, they're actually very, very good. Simon Goddard says, love my Zinn U50 mother of pearl dial 40 millimeter, only 12 millimeters thick. We're as great as it. I know a lot of people that like them as a daily. I know Johnson EDC had a 104, I believe, that he sold, and he was always, that was like a regret sell for him. He said he missed that watch. Watch on Wood says, but you can't say they ripped off the Breitling Navi timer. No, because they bought that patent off them or whatever. They bought the rights to that watch.
I just got an email that says that I've inherited all this money from my Nigerian uncle.
Ah, damn. Let's go watch buying then.
Yeah.
Did we pass the U50s? I don't remember seeing them. But anyway, this is that watchbuys.com. It's the only place you can buy these damn things new. If you're looking for something like that. We're looking at some of those dual register chronographs. This 936 is always a good looking piece too. They put that Tegiment coating on them, so they're fairly scratch proof. U50. It's got to be a way to just go to a specific piece, right? You would think. Maybe not. It's in collections. T50, U50. There we go. A lot of people love these watches.
Yep. There's a not boring watch.
There you go. People like these U50s.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like beater around watches. Oh, watch someone, since you guys are related, he got the same email.
My cousin, yay.
I like the Zinn 140. I didn't see the 140. I know the 104. I don't think I'm aware of what the 140 is. Oh, that's that kind of like Porsche design looking chronography thing.
Ugh.
It's got extra hands there, Brian.
Oh, look at it. If it only had one more crown, you'd be all about it, or one more pusher.
It's a helium escape valve away from being perfect.
So close, but yet so far.
Yeah, 140 is cool. The U1 is the big case size. Let's go look at that one. Ooh.
All right. One more thing, then I got to get up and move.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, 44 millimeters.
Oh,
But actually,
44.
it probably doesn't wear that big because it's only 50.5 lug to lug. It really depends on how those end links articulate. But very cool. Yeah, I like. I wish that there was like a place you could just go try on some Zen watches. There's a lot of them I see, and I'm like, man, that's a good looking piece, and they're not super expensive. It really isn't that all I really need. Is this? Oh, is this a left hand drive here, Brian? I don't know.
Yeah, that's similar to what I had.
Okay.
And the watch was really nice.
Yeah.
But I walked into a little watch repair guy and watch dealer in Asheville, North Carolina, and he had that and a Brew watch.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, you want to make me a deal on both? And he did. And then I brought him home and put him on eBay. And like 3 weeks later, I'd paid for the entire trip to Asheville.
Well, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
The Frankfurt on Main. They're kind of special editions usually.
Frankfurt.
Yeah, I like I like a lot of Zen watches. I wish that I pulled up a 144. I'm sorry. What did I? Hold on, let me go back. What was the Zen 140? I pulled up a 144.
Let me see if I can figure out which one I had. Boom, 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 boom.
There we go. Ryan, this one has some kind of extra crown poking over on the left-hand side.
That's all you.
I might be in love.
Yeah.
4 crowns. Or 2 crowns and 2 pushers.
You may have just. I had the Zen 613 EZM 13.
Right.
Which has been discontinued, I believe. But
you said it was Zen
613 EZM 13 diver automatic.
It looks very similar to that one I had pulled up before.
Yeah.
Hold on. Boom.
Yep.
Very cool. So you had a few weeks and made some money on it.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Simon Goddard says the Zen T1 was a great watch for bigger wrists. Now discontinued, I believe. Well, let's look one of those up. What the hell? While we're looking stuff up.
Hey, and they're not shitters owned by this watch group, so.
Well, there you have it. See, it was the T1. Yeah, T1.
I actually like that orange Ulysse Nardin now. Damn, George.
Damn it. You don't have one on there. Well, that was a lie. They don't have one there. No.
Let's see. I've been so busy. I haven't looked at some of my secret gray market dealers. Oh, Sea Dweller 666 44 millimeter for $9,000.
Ooh.
The 6-digit 666.
Oh, there it is. Oh, Brian. It only has an arrow on the minute hand.
They got a deal. They found some old hands from somebody.
It's perfect.
So sad.
There's a few decent entry level brands. Yes, they do. I really like the Easy M3, but the bead blasted finish is complete no go for me. Would look terrible rather quickly. Let's look up an Easy M1, Easy M3. That's the one you were talking about. Okay.
The 613 Easy M, yeah.
Easy M. It looks like the same. Oh, it doesn't have the small seconds.
Yeah. I think I kind of like the idea of no small seconds. Makes it easier to hack it.
Yeah. And it has a really, really long name underneath the Zin. It's Einsatzmesser. Ugh, I probably butchered that. Sorry, Germans. Butchering your language. That's cool. Yeah, Zin makes some cool stuff.
Oh, hey, according to the roofing guy that came out, we need one good hailstorm here and we get a free roof.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Bonus.
So if you happen to have a hailstorm near you, send it this way, please.
Send it your way. You get them every once in a while. Not too bad normally.
Oops, can't really go to Crown and Caliber and see what's new there.
No. You look at my chicken tenders and waffles I had yesterday.
That looks good.
Made a spicy syrup. Almost like a Nashville hot syrup I made for it.
Mmm.
That was yesterday. I made a frittata this morning, which was delicious. Served that up with some of that superseded bread and some maple apple sausage flakes. And a latte.
Of course, you have to have a latte.
Well, if you're going to have a frittata, you might as well have the latte.
Yeah.
Might as well do that as well. You know? This was better. Frittata's good, but that was pretty delicious. Cannot tell a lie.
Ooh.
Ooh?
I found a watch for you for $40,000.
Because that's what I need it for. What is it?
Rose gold chocolate dial Sky Dweller.
Oh. A guy that I trained in the car business has a two-tone rose gold chocolate dial Sky Dweller. I ran into him probably about a year ago. He was wearing it. It's a beautiful watch. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Brian, we're coming up on 3 hours.
Kill it, baby. Kill it. Because I got about 5 more minutes and I got to get up and do stuff.
Uh-huh.
Because at about 3:30, I got to start getting ready for work.
Okay. Going back.
Get ready to make magic happen.
There you go. Was wearing the creamsicle yesterday. Beauty. Beautiful watch.
At least it's got both tips on its hands.
Yeah. That one, it's amazing when you take these, when you look at the pictures, like, oh, all that dust and skin flakes on my watch. But the depth of the dial on the Aquaterra is amazing.
Link for wrist cheese.
Link for wrist cheese.
Grand
Okay.
Caliber has a Vacheron 222 for $72,000.
These seems like a lot.
They also have a AP Royal Oak Offshore Rainbow Gold for $135,000, which seems like a lot. And they took a picture of a watch with the crown pulled out, which makes me nervous.
Okay. Actually, got a friend of mine asking me a watch question about a Breitling Super Ocean.
40% off at Joma's shop.
Well, that's what he's asking. He's like, I see them online for a lot less expensive. And he's not a watch guy, so he doesn't know. But I'm going to point him in the direction of. Let me see if my guys have this watch. My guys over at Joyce's Jewelers. Yeah, that's them. If you're looking for something in Omega, Breitling, Oris, Norcane, Zodiac, or they have a lot of pre-owned stuff as well, check them out. They're really good to work with. They give really good trade values.
Dude already paid me, and I haven't shipped the stuff. Okay.
Looks like that's the one he's looking at. That's a 46.
Mark, just to let you know how much of a legend I am in the pipe smoking community.
Uh-huh.
I had 10 pipes that I didn't want anymore. And
wow.
So I took a picture of them and emailed one guy that I know, and he knows me. And said, yeah, I got back to him like 4 days later after he told me how much he'd pay for them. And he'll clean them up and put them on eBay and resell them. I said, okay. I boxed them up yesterday. I told him, all right, good deal. Got your address. Got them all boxed up. They'll go out on Monday. Didn't realize that Monday's a holiday. He just paid me for them. And they're still sitting here on the floor in a priority mailbox.
Whoops.
That's the kind of people that you run into in the pipe world where they're like, yeah, well, I've known you for so long. I trust you. And we didn't even use Mazzal or anything like that. We just said, okay. $2020 yellow gold Sky Dweller on leather. That might be interesting. If Buckley was here, I'd need to ask him if that's old man Florida enough.
Sorry.
Yellow gold, silver dial, black leather. I'd have to get a rubber strap for it. My experience with the Sky Dweller is that it's very top heavy.
Yes. It's a big watch. I think you have to have the wrist for it.
Yeah. And I don't. I love the way the previous generation looks with the Arabic numerals. But
yeah. Hold on. Just sending him over contact and stuff.
Did you ever hear back from Watches of Switzerland?
No. I even went over there and she's like, oh, they do that all online. I'm like, well, if I leave you my name. Can you look it up? She's like, no. I'm like, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
You're as helpful as your salespeople.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
Please stand by while Mark attends to his lower abdomen region.
Yes. Sending a text. Anthony says Joyce's is the best. Yes. Anthony, you're the person.
Oh,
So when I went out there, I'm like, somebody who's not always on the show in the chat told me I needed to check you guys out. And I can't remember who it was. And it was you. It was you. Because they kept naming people. And I'm like, I honestly, I don't remember. I just don't remember the guy's name. Anthony, yes. They are the best. Love dealing with them. Yeah, they're really great. So, all right.
Mark, I just put a grand caliber listing in the private chat for you. And I think it was you and I that were talking about how I was offended by the $32,000 price for the steel 222.
Yes.
Well, look at this. This is a 56 blue dial steel on the VC bracelet for 13.
Yeah. Looks like it's a little scratched up, but
Who cares? It's a daily.
yeah.
But that right there is not an offensive value. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't piss me off.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
And I like a couple of the other complications that they have in that 56 they've got the complete calendar, then they got the date and with the power reserve, and I don't know what the hell they're smoking when they came up with a $30-something thousand price for a steel watch.
It's true.
I think they said, you know what, let's save AP's ass and we'll be greedy.
Hold on. I'm sorry. All right, there you go.
If Vacheron had an AD around here, I'd go and see them, but nope.
Damn.
If I had keys to the channel, I could bring up comments while you're sitting there.
Okay. Well, there you go. What are you going to do? I don't know how to do. Sean says, quick hit and run just to say hello to you, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Cheers. Yes.
Sean.
Anthony says, I lurk and don't comment a lot. But you were the guy. You're the guy. You're the reason I went there. I ended up getting a couple of megas from them. So kudos to you. And Zach and Tim are really cool to deal with. Like I said, if I go in there, even after the watch deal, we spent an hour and a half just talking watches. They're actual watch guys that run the watch section there. They're great. Love them. I mean, it's a little under an hour to get there, so it's a little bit of a hike, but it's definitely worth it. And like I said, if you're looking to trade something, if they have something that you're interested in and you have a trade, they're really good on the trades. And they're very fair in their pricing, and they are very knowledgeable. So good stuff at Joyce's Jewelers. Brian, you looking at anything from Joyce's Jewelers?
No.
All right. Let's see if they got anything used in recently.
Yeah. What's the most expensive pre-owned watch they have?
You got a Bluesy.
Oh, is that a CQ thingy?
Yeah, the Glashütte.
Yeah. Mark, since nobody watches your channel, I will say that I do like the way that watch looks.
It is a watch group shitter.
Yeah, I know.
IWC. Some Grand Seiko. Still got the Frank Mueller.
Link for Frank Mueller, please.
Got a radio mirror and a Marina. The pictures they have here don't do this watch justice. Maybe there's a better one. This cherry dial Oris Aquas. The dial on that thing is really pretty. It's a beautiful watch. Oris does some interesting stuff. Baume & Mercier, a couple balls, a couple monorail watches, a couple used Norcanes, and a used Alpina. Another Racing Speedmaster.
I think every guy should have a couple of balls.
It's true. It's definitely true. And they've got other stuff, because they've got stuff that isn't listed here, because there were a couple Longines, a couple other things I saw that they had that weren't on the website. In the back case, in the wall case. Lots of stuff to look at. If you like barbecue, Zach does some awesome barbecue in his side. Yeah, you know what? He told me that. Yeah, when we were talking about stuff, because he'd after the first time I went in, he checked out a couple shows. And I may try and do a while I'm off, like a weekday remote show from there where we look at a bunch of watches and stuff. Got to get that set up with them. But he was telling me about his barbecue business. So, because he saw the food that I start with on the show. Everyone loves my food, Brian. Might as well like Zach's barbecue as well.
I love barbecue.
There you go. I love it. What else you got, Brian?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No, I'm pretty bored.
Chat, you guys got anything? Or are we still going to go a little bit? What do you guys want to do? You tell me. I work for you guys. We got, 38 upvotes. We need 2 more for 40 if somebody hasn't upvoted. That would be awesome. Always nice to hit those little benchmarks. As far as Joyce's goes, like I said, they've got other watches in the back case. Wanted to see if they got anything else in the Omega line.
While you're talking about Omega, I found one on Grand Caliber that I like.
An Omega?
Yeah. Put it in the private chat.
Who are you today?
I don't know. I can hate the company, but I like this watch. Doesn't have the hands I like.
Hold on. Oh, that one's cool. Hold on, let's share the tab. Yeah, that's a cool one. That dial's kind of neat with the gun barrel front.
And the family crest. And
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I know it won't fit me because it's too big. It's too big for me.
42, isn't it?
Yeah, 42, but with that lug flare,
Yeah.
the rubber won't work for me.
Oh, you get the rubber and the bracelet. Now the bracelet articulates straight down.
Yeah.
It's got a warranty and a pictogram and some operating instructions. You'd think you just put all that shit in one picture. We have all the time in the world. And a tool. Yeah, you think you just make one big picture, yeah, like that. Here's everything you're getting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the photographer had extra time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a cool watch. I would have to agree there, Brian.
Yeah.
10 grandy. What was it?
Well, if it had the full sword hands, I would have probably lost my
Yeah.
I do like the full sword hands. I don't like those. It's not like you need to skeletonize those hands to lower the weight of the watch and make it more comfortable.
Yeah. See, this is my thing too. I thought they were out of business.
Oh no, they're still rocking and rolling. They've got like
Florida.
they've got like 350, 400 watches in their listings.
He's spending his Sunday getting ready for Medicare. Ooh. Andy Louie, or AKA Andouille. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Guys, hit the upvote. Let me know if there's something you guys want to talk about before we just end this. And Brian's leaving. If anybody wants to hop on,
Yeah.
drop a link. We'll link a drop.
He's got a full gold day date oyster quartz for $11,500. That seems like a good price.
Yeah.
But I don't know the oyster quartz market.
I don't either. I would not have a clue. What's your price? It's a day date or a day chest?
Day date.
Day date.
Oyster quartz day date 36.
Oh, there it is. 11.5. Yeah, I don't really know enough about that to know if it's a good deal or not. No papers. Vintage warranty policy. A little scratchy.
Yeah.
Now, would you get something like that? Would you get that reconditioned, or would you leave the scratches if you bought something like that?
I would probably leave the scratches so that I could wear it without any concern.
It is the ultimate dress watch, according to their little description.
Okay.
36 millimeters. I don't think it comes. Yeah, just the watch. No box, no papers, no service papers.
Yeah, I've seemed to see, usually I see those hovering around 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be my problem with full gold watches is because I'm not real comfortable wearing them with short sleeves.
Okay.
But the 36 millimeter day date is a lot less screamy than the 40.
Makes sense.
So every time I look, here's the psychology that I have with myself. Every time I look at buying a full gold watch, I think, all right, I'm really going to be able to wear it like maybe twice a month? Do I want to have that much money tied up in a watch that I'm going to be able to really wear twice a month when I've already got two other watches that I'm only really able to wear twice a month?
Yeah.
It's yeah. There's psychology.
Yep. Makes sense.
I get a titanium RM and wear it more often than that.
Yeah. Makes total sense.
Or I could get a flamingo blue Tudor and wear it a whole lot more.
But OC wouldn't talk to you anymore.
There's a benefit, there's hidden benefits to everything. Yeah.
Done.
All right. I got to stop delaying and get up and
do some stuff. Oh, phone's ringing.
It's my AD calling on a Sunday. Screw him. Yep. Okay. Got to go. Have fun, everybody. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian the Pipe. So we're coming up on 3.5 hours. If we don't have much more going on, we will head on out at that mark. Depends on what you guys want to do. I'll let you make the decision. I was looking at see if they got anything interesting at Joyce's in the Omegas here lately. I came very, very, very close to buying this watch. It's really nice in person. That black and white ceramic dial is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. It's big though. So that one's actually like a little over 1 millimeter thicker than this. It's still a 43.5 case, but this one's like 16.2 thick. I think that one's like closer to 17.5. It's a beautiful watch though. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Anybody else got anything they want to go over? Yes, no, maybe so. They got some Oruses in stock. Always love the Orus. I think they make a fine watch for the money. They do not have the new one in. That's one thing. A long time ago, we wanted to look at the new Oris Diver 65. Anniversary edition they just came back out with, which is cool looking. Go over to the Hodinkee article and check that sucker out. Very retro. Love that retro inspired dial. Love that it says waterproof and anti-shock and 26 joules. It looks like it came out of the 60s. Looks like you could throw a skin diver rubber strap on that sucker if you wanted to. Just a good looking piece. Old school Oris shield on the back. What a cool watch. What a cool, 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 cool watch. I like it. What do you guys think? Doc says, this is cooler than a sub. Don't have me. I like it. I think it's a really cool looking watch. It's got that kind of boxed sapphire crystal that gives you a little bit of distortion on the edges. And It's got that old school, the 12369 with the loomed outline is really sick looking. I have to have a loom shot in here. Maybe not. Nah. But really cool. It's the 60th anniversary edition. The Art Deco luminous numerals. Yeah, 2015, they phased the old one out. It is. It's a fun design. So this is the Salida movement. So you're looking around $2,500 for this one, which I like. I like when Oris does these in the 12.8 thick, 40 millimeter watch. It's not a big, huge watch. It doesn't look like the lugs are super huge. Looks like you got pretty good articulation coming off the bracelet. So I don't think that watch is going to wear big. But it's good looking. It really is. And BW likes it. Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely cool. It's different. A real throwback, if you will. You know? I like that stuff. All right. So we got about 3.5 minutes here to we're at 3.5 hours. Kyle D, welcome. Doc, Mick, and Dewey. You guys got anything you want to go over? Anything you want to pull up? Let me know. If not, we'll end it at 3.5 hours. See what else we got going on here. Anthony says, I just got the diver's date, but I think I want that instead. I know it's cool. It's really cool. I like horse in general for where they're at. I'm a fan. I always have been. I've owned a few over the years. I've never had an Aquas or a Diver 65 though. They were always like Big Crown Pro Pilot watches. But there's some Aquas that I like, and there are some of the like that Pro Diver 65 I like. I think that's cool stuff. We looked at that Sun Wukong watch that I liked the other day. Yeah, I don't see any of the new stuff yet on their website. Yeah, just nice, solid watches. Let's see what they have in Zodiacs. Oh, they have that one. Oh, there you go. The compression diver. 40 millimeter. It's a cool watch. I like that watch a lot, actually. No date. Kind of a Jubilee-ish style bracelet. Cool case. Cool looking old school Zodiac diver. Yeah. Guys, anybody got anything else before we end on my breakfasts? What do you guys think? Chicken and waffles with spicy maple syrup and eggs. That was pretty good breakfast. Or that was yesterday. Do you prefer, in fact, the frittata? The frittata was good as well. Serve that with toast and a latte and some maple apple sausage links. That I did indeed cook the toast and the links on my Ninja grill. Don't tell Logan Hall. But we're here at 3.5 hours. Going once. Going twice. Fair warning. We're going to looch our way on out of here in a second. Anthony, thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you did, because I was trying to, both times I was there, I was like, and there was a guy that was in there, they're like, might be this guy. And he was like, no, never heard of it. I'm like, no, couldn't remember who it was. But yeah, Joyce's great place. Good things. Thank you, BW, and thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. You're a good man. And congrats on the new watch. Yeah, let me, before we go, for anybody who wasn't here, we had, let me find this thing. Boom. Boom. Share that. That was BW's new watch. The Blancpain Mil Spec. That's what he was waiting on to come in from European Watch Company. It's an absolute stunner. The bezel on those watches is what really makes it. It just, they're so good. And that 40 millimeter size, and I know I normally spruik the bigger sizes, but the 40 in that is like perfect. It does have a little bit longer lugs, so it's going to wear a little bit bigger naturally that way. But it's such a good watch. Congrats again. All right, going once, going twice. Oh, Thomas Burnett says, hi, Mark. Sorry I'm late. Been having a very lazy Sunday. Well, lazy Sundays are great. Everyone wants to have a lazy Sunday. What time are the games on today? I almost forgot about the football games. Hold on. 3:00 Eastern. LA Rams at Philadelphia. Very cool. Congrats. That's just freaking great watch. I could have guessed for a week and not guessed that one. Doc Mick in Florida, thanks for stopping by. Always good to see you. Hope you guys had a good time in Florida. Looked like it. OC shared some pictures on one of the shows last week. He and Mathis. Some of the dinner pictures and watch pictures. Very cool to see. Always like to see people getting together and having a good time. I always say, if you have an opportunity to go to some kind of meetup with some people, is pretty much you're going to find good people in our group of streams. Do it. It's a good time. And you get to see some cool watches too. So it's hard to beat that. It's hard to find people that understand why we like watches. So if you have a chance, do it. Another thing you need to do is, what do you need to do? You guys know. Do something nice for someone. Say something nice for someone. Be the light you would like to see coming from others. Make a change. One person at a time. One interaction at a time. It's the best way. But yeah, we will looch our way on out of here then if nobody else has anything. Throw up a creamsicle for you. And guys, thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Where are we at on the upvotes? Let me check that real quick before we go. We are at 44 upvotes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Always, I think we got like 50 something last week. That was awesome. So if you haven't upvoted on your way out, please hit the like button. Smash that like button and upvote the stream. And everyone have a great Sunday. I will see you probably Tuesday morning because I'm still off, still not back to work. You know, we had a very productive meeting. Hopefully that leads to something here in the next couple of weeks. We'll see what happens there. I'm excited for that opportunity. Hopefully it comes about. And I will see you guys on Tuesday morning. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscription and hit the notification bell, because while I'm off, I'll be doing shows at different times. So you want to make sure, if you like it and you don't want to miss it, hit the notification. Peace out, everyone. Everyone have a great day. And enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the football. Enjoy whatever you're doing today. And we will see you again soon. Thanks, guys.